Yes. Hey there. Nice to see you, Terry. Can you? How you doing over there?
I'm good.
You all right?
Getting things together.
You ready to go? You ready to play?
Hold on.
Ready to play ball this morning?
Can we play? Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I know you're psyched up for the NFL draft this weekend. I don't want to.
Oh, I will be glued for the next, 72 hours, starting, Friday?
If you're glued for the next 72 hours, you're not going to see anything.
Starting Friday, right? Or is it Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday morning, bright and early, New York time, East Coast time?
Bright and early, wherever time. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Bright and early. They start at noon East Coast time and 9 o'clock here.
So that's, yeah.
Well, now we have weekend plans.
Oh,
and
I know.
It goes wall-to-wall coverage through the weekend.
I think, though, from my understanding, I was kind of told by the pasty one that I'm not welcome this year with the obese baristas.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I
cutting you out of the mix.
Yeah, I think so.
He doesn't need your financial backing anymore.
I guess not.
This is the year he gets last place and needs it.
I think he just kind of looked at me.
Well, you got a long ways to go for that, Terry. This is just the NFL draft, which happens in April. The NFL season doesn't begin until, what is it again now? September.
I know.
Well, shouldn't that be a team decision? I mean, I don't even get consulted, or am I out too?
I think
Well,
you're
pretty sure
out
you're out
too.
too.
Oh, really?
When you're overthrown by the controlling member of a business, you don't really have a discussion, and you get a say in it. He's tossing you overboard.
Well, I didn't realize I was being tossed as well.
Yeah, I think you are.
yeah.
Now, you could try to pull some kind of coup or something and just you two throw him overboard and cut him out.
We'll show him. He's not going to toss me off. I am going to have my own team with Terry.
Toss you off. Thank
It's basically
goodness.
like the three of you in a rowboat. Pacey's taking both of you by the shirt and tossing you to the water, and you can fight for your life, but it's not like you can reason with him. He's tossing you.
He owns the rights to the name Obese Barista, so you can do what you want, but you can't be on that team.
Yes.
Which I kind of understand,
I mean, believe me, I understand.
I mean,
but
I mean, Stephen probably belongs still more than I do.
You want your own team? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I want my own. I love it.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Not even hiding it.
You guys are losers now.
Yes. You're just dead weight.
Dead weight.
Doing nothing, and I don't need your dirty money anymore.
Right.
I don't need your filthy money.
Yep.
well, see what kind of players you can get without our money.
Mm-hmm. You be able to sign the top prospects without their money?
I hope so. I mean,
Okay.
I won't deny it was nice having their money early on, but
Well,
but
maybe-
now that he's a seasoned vet.
Maybe he's got a new partner he's not telling anyone about. Maybe him and the Pooh have arranged some kind of deal. Him and Kendall and the Pooh.
Wow.
The
A
obese.
younger version.
The obese Pooey baristas.
So he wins money for a few years in a row on our backs and then just tosses us aside.
So both years that you've been a trio,
We've won money.
you've won the championship, and last year you won money.
Yes.
How much?
I think we've done it 3 years, haven't we?
What place? What place did he come in last year?
No, we may not have won money last year. but-
No, we
no, I
broke
think you
even,
did.
I thought.
Yeah.
We broke even.
How do you break even?
Well, when you split it 3 ways, you break even.
Oh,
Yeah, we got everything
that's
we
why
put
it
in.
sucks.
Yeah,
It's sad in their life.
You won it all and won like $80.
Ooh, thank
After
you.
splitting it and stuff.
Man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Told him a
It
long
was still
time ago
fun.
to split up.
So, but can't wait for the NFL draft on Saturday.
Well, now I don't have to watch it. I have no reason.
right. Stephen was going to scout the players if he was going to be in the fantasy football league.
Now, there's a guy from USC named Bush.
Right.
He looks good. I don't know, though.
Stephen is so on top of fantasy football, he was going to scout everyone in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
But I know now.
Yes.
At least we know we can't draft Ricky Williams.
Yeah, he's been banned.
A year.
We
Kevin.
probably would have picked him.
Get in, smoke a little herb, man. What's up with that?
But this one wasn't Herb, they said.
It wasn't
though.
Herb.
What was it?
No.
They didn't say.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't
That wasn't
the
Herb.
first-
First three were.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
that's
it was-
what I asked.
I thought all he wanted to do was putt.
So did I. That
Well,
was the
but
first
he-
three, and this
yeah.
is the fourth one, and we don't know what it was.
But they're making it clear it wasn't pot this
Yeah,
time.
no herbage.
Really?
No natural stuff.
I'm trying to think of what he would do. He's graduated to Coke or what?
I don't know. Welcome to graduation. Cap and gown.
Turn the tassel to the other side, baby.
I'm here, Coke, and I'm ready to learn.
Wow.
There you go.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That I
Yeah.
did not know.
That's a nice forfeit of about $5 million. Whatever he was going to make this year.
I think he likes years off every once in a while, though.
Yeah, who doesn't?
What, to go to Tibet or wherever he goes to?
I don't know.
All right.
Yes, he's going to free it single-handedly, Terry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie Brown just moved up on the old list.
Okay, whatever that means. All right, we're really getting deep here.
Okay,
Mike and
no,
Mike in the
I'm
morning
sorry.
after this.
Oh.
We probably do better.
Nicole Kidman, currently in the Hamptons shooting a movie, has been wearing a gold wedding band on her left ring finger. Now, rumors are spreading that she and country star Keith Urban are married. But is it true?
Oh.
We gave Nicole's reps a ring, and they refused to comment on her personal life.
Oh, jeez, man.
Ring, ring.
You don't have to comment on her personal life. Just tell if she's freaking married or not.
Why do you have reps?
What
What
do
are
you-
going to make any comments?
How big a deal is it to comment if she's married or not?
Well,
Yes or no, douchebags? I'm not asking you to comment on her personal life. Just tell me if she's married or not. How deep a secret is it? Well, she's married, but she never wants anyone to know.
maybe they would just like to enjoy their
Fine.
married life.
We'll let you enjoy. We're going to keep hounding you and tell us whether she's married or not. You freaking douchebags.
Because then comes the questions, why could he not afford a bigger diamond? Why is it just,
We're not answering all that. All we'll tell you is she's married. What is this? We won't comment. Is she married or not? We have no comment. We never will comment.
But the
ever.
wedding was really nice.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
They have to be married 40 years, so we know it takes.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to jinx it.
It's embarrassing to be with someone that sings country music.
Yeah, I guess it's...
That's what happened with Renee Zellweger. She went, wait a minute.
Renee Zellweger's, her handlers commented it was a terrible mistake.
Right. Especially with little Kenny Chesney.
Keith Urban's pretty hot, though. People like him.
Yeah, they do.
Well, if she's got a wedding band on, and the part that she's playing doesn't call for any kind of wedding band kind of situation, I'd say, using deductive and super sleuth reasoning, that she's married.
No, come on, T-Man.
I'm going out on a limb.
Can we quote you on that?
Yeah.
I have no comment.
Oh, okay.
I just never heard of such a thing. Her reps won't say whether she's married or not.
That happens all the time, though, doesn't it? I mean, you hear how people love to not talk about things.
They don't want to talk about things, fine. There are certain things that are certainly not your business. But whether you're married or not, it's like whether are you a boy or a girl. I have no comment.
Yes, we dropped Sean Preston, but we don't want to talk about it.
It's that ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Please.
Yeah.
But they make a cute couple.
They look so happy.
I don't
Country
know what
music
the hell they
awards or
look like.
something.
I've never seen them both before in my life. I can't
You've
picture.
never seen Keith Urban?
I can't picture Keith Urban. I can picture Nicole Kidman face down on a boat or back down on a boat in
what was
Dead
that?
Calm.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie. Very scary.
Yeah, it was the last time I was into her.
Really? That was a while ago.
Thank you.
Jeez.
That was the last time I was into her.
I think Men at Work are the last Australians I really cared about.
I have to go back to Olivia Newton-John. Sorry.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
Jeez.
What else is going on?
Lauren Jackson, you don't care for her?
Oh, geez. Could care less.
She's the man.
A day late.
More stuff on Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards. She is like
You're obsessed.
No, I'm not, but it's just interesting, really it is, because now she's like,
You're
I mean,
obsessed.
you thought yesterday was all the accusations yesterday was crazy.
It was 2 days ago, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And yesterday.
Okay, well, all right.
And now here we are.
And now
on
on the third day, are you telling me?
Third day of accusations
Wow.
from Denise Richards to Charlie Sheen.
Well, now she's claiming that he may have murdered a porn star that he had supposedly had alleged sex with. In fact, paid $15,000 to have
Denise
sex with her.
Richards is thinking all the information she gave about him being into boy-on-boy,
Yeah.
prepubescent porn wasn't enough of an impact.
Right.
Now she wants people to believe that he killed a porn star.
There's a possibility he was a link in there.
A link in the chain of killing a porn star.
Right. Her name was Chloe Jones.
Chloe Jones.
She apparently sold a story to the National Enquirer claiming that Charlie had paid her $15,000 for, those two hooking up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
The following June, apparently, she was found dead in her bed.
Found dead. When her handlers were reached, they said they had no comment.
Right.
Well, then where is she? We don't know.
We have no comment. Yes.
The coroner said it was an accidental overdose of prescription drugs.
But Denise Richards wants people to believe that Charlie may have been a part of her offing.
Right.
Unbelievable. Denise Richards is trying so damn hard to just take him down. Man,
Wow, yeah.
that's a pretty hefty accusation.
Well, this is...
He kills people, too! Hello!
This is why she thinks that he is part of this whole murder plot.
Well, you
or
just told me
whatever.
why. I mean, I heard all I need to know. He had sex with her. He paid her $15,000. She was going to go to the tabloids and talk about it. And he had her either killed or killed her himself.
Well,
Sounds like a big enough motive to me.
but a friend of hers tells the New York Daily News that he had nothing to do with it and that they hadn't hooked up sexually since since when? The late 1990s. And Denise and Charlie weren't even
That's
together then,
hot.
so he didn't cheat on Denise with her.
Right.
And, so that was when okay, fine, pay me $15,000 to have sex, right? Wouldn't that be okay?
$15,000 is very reasonable.
Okay. Anyway, and this friend also
Steven, how many
claims-
times in your life have you paid at least $15,000 to have sex with someone?
Let's see. Never.
Oh, jeez. Well, then you haven't lived.
I guess not.
About $15.
Oh. Well, that's a different story. I'm a guy looking for a bargain.
Wow. Hey, I got a coupon.
It's 2 for Tuesday.
I got my QFC card.
Double coupon.
That's nice. What'd you hand me here, Pasty? Pasty's handing me pictures of women. I love it.
I think that's the Chloe woman.
What's this?
Yep, that's Chloe Jones.
That's the late,
former.
Yes.
great Chloe Jones.
I was a fan, yes.
You,
He was a fan.
I knew of her.
You knew who she was?
Yes.
When did she die?
Last year, I think.
Yeah,
is what
last
this
year,
was.
last November.
Well, if you
Website
listen,
is still active. Yeah.
well,
So March of 2005 is when she did the National Enquirer story.
Chloe Jones. What movies? I always love the names of porn movies, as you know, Terry.
I know.
Can you look up a list of movies that she's been in? Like, maybe Jizz and Tonic, or there's so many cute little names, Terry. Steven, you're on that?
I'm looking it up right now, yes.
Okay. So I like you guys to alternate in telling us the names of movies.
Oh, that'll be great.
Because when you see your typical porn star, it's not like she does a movie a year.
Right.
She does like 7, 8 a week.
Ah.
And they tend to get kind of lengthy, their list of movies that they've starred in. And then you just run down about 500 movies, and they got pretty cool names.
Wow.
They're pretty hard workers.
Hard workers.
Yes.
She's got a store of toys as well.
Oh.
Yeah. She died in June 2005 there, Steve.
Yeah, and actually, Terry mentioned that in the story. So if you were actually listening actively to the program, you know the program, Stephen?
Which show is that?
You're familiar with the program?
I am, yes.
Yeah, right. You would have heard that, because I did hear that.
Oh, well, sometimes we all miss things. You know?
Hit pause on the CD you're making and pay attention.
Paige, do you find a list of movies that Chloe Jones starred in? How long was she a porn star? Do you know?
Looks like this list on Internet Movie Database only has 12 titles for her.
That's
starting
it?
in 2001.
That's like a big week for somebody. She couldn't have been a porn star that long.
Well, she was 29 years of age.
That's veteran status.
She was like a prostitute as well.
Yeah, she
spent
was.
A lot of her time high class prostitute.
Her last
She's one
movie
of
was,
Heidi Fleiss's girls, maybe.
I don't like them high class.
Dirty, huh?
her last flick she did in 2004 was Coming From Behind.
Oh, jeez.
I found 56
You got
movies
like a
today.
stretch runner,
Really?
Terry.
Wow.
There was another.
Stephen found 56.
You found 56 movies?
There was another listing here.
Oh, jeez.
Best rimming on the planet.
Oh wow, I didn't see that one.
Oh, jeez. That sounds pretty good to me.
All right, why don't you guys got to alternate? It's your turn, Paige. Go ahead.
Okay, I got Where the Boys Aren't 17.
Where the boys aren't.
Whoa.
You know what those movies are,
I
Terry?
guess
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Barely legal?
No.
I don't know.
Think about the title and try to figure out what kind of movie that would be. What themed kind
What
of
is it
porno.
entitled again?
Where the Boys Aren't 17 and 16 Dark Angels.
Oh, geez. Where the boys,
Boys
aren't,
aren't.
Terry. Yes. Try to figure out what the concept of that movie would be.
Where the boys aren't 17.
Forget the 17.
Can't really
Oh,
figure
where
it
the
out.
boys
I know.
aren't.
What's
They've
wrong
done
with
17 of them.
Oh,
Where the
girl
boys
on girl?
Johnny, what do we have for her?
Where's my prize?
Erotica on DVD.
Terry, it took you a moment.
Yeah, it did.
I know you're not wired into the
Yeah,
porn
I
world like
know.
we are, but
Yeah,
if you actually just
thankfully.
think for a second, you'd realize Where the Boys Aren't are your lesbonic pornos. I have no interest in those movies.
You don't get any
I
of
don't
those?
need an hour and a half. I don't need they go an hour and a half. I don't need an hour and 5 minutes of girl on girl action nonstop like that. And then all of a sudden you have the 5 girl scene. I don't need that.
Gets
I
a-
need a man sticking it in there.
Wow, man jammer.
That's right.
Jam. That was her movie in 2003.
I guess I'm atypical, and I've said this before, than the average guy, because the girl on girl scenes don't do enough for me, Terry. I need a man just plowing away.
Whoa.
Not a woman.
Okay. Whatever.
Because it gives me the impression that I'm
That's-
there.
that's
That's
you.
me.
That's
the guy
you doing the
the
plowing
guy
away.
represents me.
Ah, got it.
Right.
Makes sense.
I always think it's someone else with like a giant wiener walking in.
geez.
Screw the girl I'm looking at.
See, I think I'm the guy with the giant wiener.
Okay.
I need a man!
Oh, man.
Anyhow. All right. So where were we?
Denise Richards.
We were at Where the Boys Are in Summer
yeah,
Season.
yeah.
Steven, you got one now?
Fries with that burger.
It's like a ping pong game, Terry, or a tennis match. You're going back and forth, listening to them both spew off names here.
Or Pong.
In defense.
In defense?
In defense.
For groping.
Open for growth.
Hoping or
Open.
open for groping?
Yeah.
Open.
The open signs up.
Yes.
Open.
Love machine.
For groping. Yes.
Let's see. United States of Ass.
That's creative.
It's very, very cutting edge.
States of
my
ass. That's
gosh.
good. Let me get it.
Let's call the movie United States of Ass.
Yeah.
Perfect, Johnny.
You nailed it.
How long were they sitting around the table getting that one?
Johnny's getting a lot of action this morning.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pasty, it's on you.
Sweetwater.
Oh, Sweetwater.
Gaga for Gazanga.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta find your list. You got a better list.
See,
than I
for
do.
every United States of Ass,
There's a Gaga.
there's a Gaga for Gonzaga. What?
Gonzaga. Wow.
Gazongas.
Gonzaga's, right.
Gonzaga's going, really? We got Gaga?
Oh, jeez. Pasty, it's on you.
Doctors.
Doctors.
Wow.
I got a boring
he's got
list
the
compared to
boring
you.
Are you reading the right list?
Yeah.
Reading your to-do list.
I think you're
Go with
reading
your
a list of
doctor.
her clientele.
Well,
Lawyers.
Strippers Ball with Jenna Jameson.
All right. Strippers Ball. It's like a takeoff on Monsters Ball, but different. Yes, go ahead, Terry.
Terry?
Oh,
I don't have it.
Steven. Oh, you got it, baby.
Between a and a hard place. You can
Between
imagine.
so not a rock.
No.
At a hard place. That's
a good
very
one.
clever.
I like that one.
Eden Quest. I mean, I'm telling you, it's her, because Where the Boys Aren't 17 and 16.
Bubblegum balls.
Bubblegum balls.
Stop it.
Oh,
Come on.
Now, Terry, if you had to pick
Summer
someone,
Hummer.
Oh, geez. Steven, it wasn't your turn. I know you're getting overexcited now, but you cannot go out of turn. Now, Terry, if you were to try to figure out which one in the room, if I told you one person in the room amongst all the men that you work with have bubblegum balls, which one would you throw out there as far as your estimation as the person most likely to have bubblegum balls?
You mean actually have bubblegum balls?
Whatever it means to you, Terry, because I don't know if it means the same thing to you as it does to me. I don't know if it means the same thing to anyone as it does to anyone else. But if I just told you someone in this room has bubblegum balls and you had to say, okay, I have a pretty good idea who that is, and it's this person. Who do you offer as the person that would have bubblegum balls?
I'm going to say pasty.
He's off the board.
Now everyone wants to know what she means by that.
yeah, I call mine Big League Chew.
Pasty.
Rain blow.
Rainbow.
Oh, yum.
I mean, you buy your rain blow, don't you?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, I asked you,
Yeah.
and you answered.
Right.
Pasty Dave is
Like
the
a
one.
lightning bolt.
Pasty Dave is the one Terry estimates has the bubble gum balls.
Oh, yeah.
Pasty
Gummiest.
didn't even flinch when you said that.
Yeah, I
He loves
know.
it.
Just focusing on that list. You all right there?
Jaw boning.
Not jawboning. Jawboning. Huh?
Boning.
Jaboning.
Jawboning. Jawboning. Okay, there you go.
Salty snack.
Okay, Stephen. Stephen, I'm ready to move on if you are.
Making ends meet.
I guess not.
No, he'd like to keep going.
Stephen, it's a 4-hour show. And
Blonde delicious.
We're getting a little behind here, and I was just hoping maybe you could call it a day.
Bend for my friend.
How do you not order Ben for my friend online, Terry?
Hauling ass.
Hauling ass! Is that the sequel to Ben for my friend?
Yeah.
That's what Hall & Oates are now. Oates left, so he had to get a new partner.
Wow.
They're great, though. They really play.
Say it isn't so.
Yeah. Well, Sarah, smile, would you? It's okay.
Oh, she's a man-eater. Okay.
Definitely some adult education
Yes,
going on.
thank you, Stephen. That was well done, and I'm glad you helped us out there. We can move on now, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right.
Got a
So
little bit too much enjoyment out of reading those names.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than I even expected.
They're cute.
They're cute.
They're cute.
Anyway, so.
Speaking of cute, Terry. Oh, jeez.
I think I'll call back
Okay, good.
because I pretty sure I called her in the wrong segment.
Right?
Yeah, anything to do with girls, I'm out.
Uh-huh.
Well, luckily for you, we only have 30 seconds for you, so if there's anything you have to say...
Yes, there's only one thing.
And say it quick.
I don't think that Star Trek 11 is a good idea.
Okay, well, I'm sure all the Hollywood executives have taken note of that.
No,
and
they're actually making it's going to come out in 2008.
they're going to stop all... Well, now that they know your opinion, they're going to stop production immediately, Schwager.
It's Paramount. Like they're going to listen to me.
Mm-hmm. What about Where the Boars Aren't? 18. You like that one,
Where
Schwager?
the boars are what?
Where the boys aren't.
Oh, boys.
No, for Schwager, it's more like Where the Boars. Okay, well...
The wild boars.
Why don't... You're a huge Star Trek fan. Why don't you want them to make a new Star Trek? Why don't you want them to go to new dimensions?
This one's going to be a prequel to the original series.
All right, and what's your problem with this?
That means they're not going to use the same actors for Kirk and Spock, and it just sounds like a bad idea. To me, it sounds like a bad idea.
He's becoming already, at age 20, he's becoming one of those old-timers who's so into the originality or just the way it was when he loved it that he doesn't want to see any new material.
Yeah, he doesn't like change.
He doesn't like the change.
Is a good idea.
But he said he's hated it. He doesn't like the original series, though.
Yeah, so
why do you care?
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan, but I don't think that adding that to the original series is a good idea. Adding something to DS9, VOY, ENT, that's a good idea.
Officially a nerd.
Gosh. Yeah, the fact that we're asking questions on Star Trek makes us all official nerds now.
No doubt.
Okay. All right, very good. So no Star Trek 11. Works for me. Very nice. All right?
Okay.
Have a great Olympic College day.
Yeah, right.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay.
I think he really likes college, though.
I think so, too. Kind of
How
actually
can you
getting
not?
him out there a little bit, you know?
He sounds happier than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to put a stop to that immediately,
Yeah.
but
Well.
he's been sounding happier lately than I remember in the past.
Sure.
There seems to be that kind of running theme lately. K-phone operator feeling like he's getting thin because he's down to 340.
Wow. Woohoo.
Svelte as ever.
We would all feel thin if we woke up at 340, right?
Oh, he'll be teaching Pilates in a week.
That's right.
He's a payo.
Swagger going to college. It's like these dysfunctional family members are like improving themselves.
What?
Whoa.
When did we decide to let that happen?
Quit trying to make something of yourself.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Realize who you are. Dysfunctional family member losers like the rest of us and enjoy life.
That's right.
Instead of putting all the stress on yourselves. Try to be happy. Jeez.
Dang. Happiness is all overrated, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Okay. 10 seconds, John.
I was just
10 seconds. That's it. This guy will never improve himself. Never make anything of himself. So
You know
what?
I just had to put him on just to remind myself that there are
That all
dysfunctional
is not
family members
lost?
that are just forever in the abyss.
Right.
Yes, go ahead, John.
Since he's been in college, is he getting more Gares and Gary? His voice is starting to get lower.
Huh?
He starts to high-pitch his little bitch-ass voice. It makes you gay. And speaking of blue balls, bitch, you know what, Dave? You've had blue balls because you're a 29-year-old freaking effing virgin.
Wow.
No wonder you get blue balls. Your veins and your balls turn purple every day, bitch.
Only the nose knows for sure. But did Ashley Simpson have a nose job?
Oh!
She looked undeniably radiant at the MTV Australia Video Music Awards.
Right.
But fans thought her nose
I
appeared...
can't believe I didn't TiVo that, Terry.
MTV Australia. Awesome.
Yes, that is big-time television fun.
She looked undeniably radiant at the MTV Australia Video Music Awards.
Sure.
But fans thought her nose appeared somewhat slimmer. We're also told Ashley was seen leaving the office of a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon.
Oh, jeez.
So did Ash have a little nose work done?
Wow.
The only thing her reps will confirm is Ashley is as beautiful as ever.
Oh, that's not saying much.
that's
Anyhow.
great.
I need reps like that.
Yes.
The hot shot's beautiful today.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Radiantly.
Here's check. Say it again.
T-Man. Looks same as her. Anyhow, Terry, what do you think? Ashley Simpson, her problem is she's caught in some kind of identity crisis. She doesn't know whether she wants to be the rebel or the pop star.
Right.
Now, if you're going to be the rebel, you don't get a nose job.
Nah.
You Courtney love it, you ugly it, you make it happen.
Right. No
But
doubt.
if she's going to be a pop star, she may want to get rid of that beakish honker kind of thing that she's got there. When you're the ugly sister, you got some cosmetic issues that are always on your mind.
Yeah.
She doesn't know who she is.
Right.
She doesn't know where she's gone.
She's lost.
She doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah, no doubt.
Her sister got the Lachey removed, so she wanted something done.
Oh,
too.
jeez. Yes, that cost a pretty penny in the Hollywood plastic surgeon scene to get your Lachey removed, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All worth it.
Leaves a scar.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worth every penny.
Yeah, it's a great move.
But it cost a pretty one, as I said. So, Terry, what do you think? You think she got a nose job? If she did, it's not like anyone's going to say she didn't need it. She had like
Right.
that thinnish, beakish, honker kind of thing happening there.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if she had something done.
But all right.
Not necessarily. I mean, nose job. She could have had, lipo and
Oh,
other
jeez.
stuff.
Lipo.
Well, I mean.
Yeah, she's huge.
Well, no, but Hollywood standards, she
tubbo.
is. She's not. She's not Paris Hilton, skinny. You know what I'm saying?
She's not her
Even though
sister.
She's not her sister. So by Hollywood standards, she's a little. She needs some smoothing out.
Is that right?
Smooth out the rough edges.
Smooth it out.
Yeah, smoothing out the rough
Terry's
edges.
what's wrong with women.
Yeah, apparently
I'm
so.
not.
What we're going to do right here,
Well, you're calling her fat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
we going to smooth
I
it
said
out.
by Hollywood's standards.
What if her cosmetic surgeon came out with a scalpel and said, what we're going to do right here is we're going to smooth it out.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, new doctor.
Okay.
MoMA.
All right, what else is going on since we're just moving it out, Terry?
It looks like Jimmy Fallon was trying to hook up with Sopranos Jamie Lynn Sigler, who is recently divorced. She plays Willow.
Plays Willow.
Yes, she does.
Pretty hot, Terry.
Tony Soprano's daughter.
I like Willow.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Willow
She also
looks like she needs to be done, but not by Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Would you settle down, Jimmy Fallon? Jeez, you're like a marginally funny guy at best.
Yeah, well,
Settle down. You're not getting Willow. Tony Soprano, have you killed?
right. Pretty much she said that in her own way. Pretty much said, thanks, but no thanks. We're trying to let him down easy.
So Jimmy Fallon's trying to make it happen with her. He's hitting on her. He's saying, hey, I'm Jimmy Fallon. And she's like, and she turns him down.
Yeah, she did. They were at a charity awards show or something.
Yeah, she's pretty
like
hot.
that.
I like her.
She played Heidi Fleiss when that made-for-TV movie.
Yeah, I don't need her branching out into other roles. I'll tell you that. I don't
she
need
looked awesome in that movie.
a couple of these Soprano stars, like the younger mafia dude, Chris. Is that his name on the show? He tried to play a starring role in a made-for-cable movie where he played a professional gambler, and he's horrible. They can't be starring role people.
Yeah.
They're nice supporting role on The Sopranos, people. Just enjoy who you are. Please. Will people understand who they are? Jimmy Fallon? Man.
So, yeah.
You get the uglier sisters. That's who you are.
You're Chris Kattan with 2 more movies. That's it.
So he could at least hook up with Ashley, is what you're saying. Right?
I'm not
Uglier
saying
sister?
No, that's probably one of the best ugly sisters in the world, even though she needs her nose job to get it done.
So no on Jimmy Fallon with Ashley, too?
If I'm Ashley, I'm turning away Jimmy Fallon in a heartbeat.
Oh.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
No.
Not even
That's
close.
also, you're picking some of the best, uglier sisters in the world.
One of the Olsen twins.
I'm thinking,
Which one of the
What's
Olsen
the uglier one?
Yeah, the uglier one.
what's the name of Cardi Wilson's sister?
Oh,
Well, Carney's the one you don't want.
Yeah,
right?
Carney.
yeah,
you
Carney's
want
the
a
fat
sister.
one.
I don't even
China.
know if Carney...
China.
No, she's too hot. I don't know if Carney Wilson has an uglier sister, but if she does, that's the kind of woman that's Jimmy
No.
Fallon's ready for.
That's not possible.
Carney Wilson is the ugly sister.
I tell you, you're not getting me.
Oh, okay.
Even though she's the
I gotcha.
an ugly woman. If she has an uglier sister, that's the kind of woman.
What about Ashley Judd's sister, Winona?
Okay, that's pretty much now hitting the target. All right, you guys are starting to get it. Why don't you just keep throwing names all morning at me?
Anna Nancy Wilson.
You're starting to pick up on this.
Okay.
All right, can we move on now?
Sure.
You get the point?
I just think you would be happy that as the teacher, you've taught your students something.
Well, you would think that.
You would.
But he's not.
So Willow turned down Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Willow did.
A move.
Said,
Kind of like every movie exec in town, probably.
What else? What else is happening?
Well, thanks to Oprah, she's big on this whole...
Big on everything.
Well, no,
Thanks to Oprah. How many times you got to hear that?
she's really big on the whole trying to find child molesters and put them behind jail and everything.
What?
That's
She
hot.
is. That's her new thing.
Yes, she's
Okay.
the female John Walsh.
Yeah, she
Okay.
pretty much is.
So because of her, child molestation is now out?
What?
Never mind.
What were you saying? I didn't
Yeah.
get. No one got that.
Explain that to me.
Well, because Oprah's behind a cause now, it's not en vogue to do that anymore.
Oh, child molesting.
Child
I
molesting is
get
out.
it.
Yeah, well. All I have to do is go to MySpace and realize that's not the case.
One of the gentlemen that she broadcast on one of her shows.
Steven gets really scared when everything gets silent.
I know he
You can almost feel it.
No, I was very scared.
It's a tangible fear that you could feel through the radio.
Decent line, just kind of poor delivery.
It was a poor delivery.
It was okay delivery. I just think it's above you guys, and you can't figure it out. But I have to explain it, and then it's still funny. I mean, that's not good.
Nonetheless, whenever we question you on anything, you just go into your little silent shell, and it gets so awkward for everyone here. What was with that pregnant 10-second pause there?
Well, I was processing the whole thing in my head, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's really not that funny, and
oh, jeez.
I didn't know how to deal with it.
And it took you 10 seconds of silence to realize that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm all alone. I mean, you guys, when something happens like that, you have each other to look at and for support. I have nothing.
You would think that would help you, that you don't have to look into the eyes of the people questioning you on what the hell you just said, and you wouldn't be so fearful. I mean,
A blank stare is better than just nothing.
Oh, just every radio professional from the top to the bottom.
That would be John.
Yeah, they know not to allow so much dead air to elapse.
Hey, T-Man.
Oh,
hey, Steven.
Oh,
hey, John.
Flashback to picture 49.
What? You don't know what he said, but he's going to respond very quickly as soon as you question him on it.
Well, I laughed because I
think you
thought...
had a flashback to picture 49, and unlike Dirty Harry said yesterday on the afternoon, that you are a Richard Simmons wannabe with a bulge in your panties.
Wow.
Richard Simmons wannabe. Harris loves me.
He does.
That is the situation that on the Eric Flowers Afternoon Extravaganza, and it is just that.
Oh, yeah.
This sidekick of his, this wacky sidekick with a mole about the size of a yam, Terry, he constantly refers to Stephen Kilbreth.
I know.
He's got some fascination with Kilbreth.
That's
It's
weird.
a secret love affair.
He's my secret lover.
We hear from people all the time that this Dirty Harry with the big mole the size of a yam on his face, Terry, he is always mentioning stuff about Kilbreth.
Right. And it's probably, too, because he knows that Stephen will not even confront him at all.
That's who Dirty Harry is.
Any
a guy,
one of us.
in all likelihood, he was picked on all his life.
Right.
He's now found someone he can bully who doesn't fight back.
Well, he doesn't care,
Well, I think you do care. And until Kilbreth starts fighting back and, walks up to him in the hallways of the station or something and throws him up against the wall or punches him in the face, this is going to continue.
Right.
And Stephen's going to continually be humiliated by Dirty Harry
I know.
with a mole the size of a yam on the side of his face.
I don't view it as humiliation. I think it's,
I can't see
doesn't
it.
bother me.
I can't see it being anything else but humiliating. If Dirty Harry even looks at me when I walk by, he gets beaten down like he's never been beaten before. He must look at the floor when I walk by. He knows that.
It is an unhealthy obsession that the boy has with me, though.
It is.
He mentioned you again yesterday, Stephen.
That's what I hear. I wish I would listen.
You're being picked on by, this be like if Schwager one day finds someone to pick on.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt.
And you're the person being picked on by Schwager. And he's taunting you.
I think he obsesses over you, I think, and since you do it, he thinks that he's cool that he can do it. I think that's actually the truth of where it comes from.
I don't call you Richard Simmons with a whatever he said.
But I mean, he's got to come up with his own lines. I mean, somebody on that show has to. So
well, you're going to have to take a stand. It's still... Oh, now he's firing back at the show.
It's on now.
It's nice of you to fire back at that show in general, but you better start taking on somebody specifically. And if you want this to continue, then fine. Everyone seems to be noticing how Dirty Harry is picking on you. You want to continue to have that happen? Fine. But sooner or later, you may have to take a stand.
Well, he takes it too seriously, though, when you try to talk to him about something, so...
No, you don't. You just tell him to shut his face and,
Well, you'll shut it for him.
And then he says, oh, well, you take it too seriously. You're such a sensitive little man, like T-Man always says.
So that's right, and if you don't shut up, you're going to find yourself in a dumpster.
There you go. And then guarantee you won't hear anything about you again.
Yes.
Well, I'll try that then.
Let me hear you say it. Let me hear you practice it.
With
Let me hear you
seriousness
work on it like you're serious. Yes, you're being picked on. You're being continually mentioned in very, I would think, embarrassing, humiliating ways. What was the actual line about Richard Simmons?
You would have to ask
Richard Simmons
John
wannabe with a
Tom.
bulge in his pants.
Yeah, and that's
He
the thing.
loves
He's
the
obsessed
bulge
with
in
the
my
bulge.
pants. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
He's a homosexual.
Oh, jeez. Now, what are you going to say to him when you see him?
I hope his fiance knows that he's a homosexual.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a fiance?
Yes, and she's actually very pretty. What are you going to say?
That's a shock.
What are you going to say to him in the hallway when you see him next time? Let's hear you work on it. Let's hear how it sounds. Let's make sure it sounds authentic.
You want to see this bulge? Let's see.
Oh, that sounded pretty homosexual. Jeez. No.
So something about the dumpster, right? It was something about a dumpster.
Yeah, if you don't shut your ass, you're going to find yourself in a dumpster.
You don't really threaten people by pulling out your genitalia.
And giving them what they want.
If you're pasty, maybe.
Kidding, actually.
You want to see a sword, dude?
All right, go ahead, Steve. Let's hear it. I'm Dirty Harry. I'm walking by, and I'm making sure I got 3 feet of room because I don't want to swipe anyone with my mole. Go ahead.
You're going to talk about me again, you're going to end up in a dumpster, jackass. I can't even do it.
Are you introducing Sue Bird?
I know.
That was my angry voice.
That was your Storm PA announcer voice.
That was my angry voice.
Same thing, apparently.
You're going to get in a dumpster, jackass!
Whoa.
Stephen.
See, I can't even pull it off.
Not really.
I need some heavies. Who wants to take
Now,
care
are
of
you
them for me?
gonna push him up against the wall as you're walking
you didn't
by?
hear the sound effect of me?
If he says it right, Terry, if he says it right, he doesn't need to throw him up against the wall and get physical. The words itself are physical enough.
I
Put my
understand
forearm
that.
on his neck.
But
jeez.
but we know now that the
Rip his
word he
mole
can't
off.
do it. Oh wow!
Pair of pliers.
Need more than pliers for that thing. Jeez.
Need the jaws of life.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Why don't you just bang his fiance?
There you go.
They're threatening him with that.
That may shut him up for a week.
Yeah. If you're not careful, I'll bang your fiance.
Yeah. So if you're not careful, I'll give your fiance the kill breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stick it to her good.
I'll give her a real man.
Yes.
Wow. Although she has touched Harris's.
Yeah, that's
private.
oh, geez.
So I don't know if that's worth touching her
Oh,
now.
you can always clean it off, I guess, right?
It's Terry's motto.
Just clean it off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gets Terry back to square one, ready to go for
Little antibacterial soap and everything's good.
Yeah, a little lemon-scented handy wipe.
Well, maybe you want to mention his fiance and the Steiner in the same sentence. You know, that may be an eye-opener for him that, okay, Stephen's not someone I should be messing with. He mentioned my fiance and the Steiner in the same sentence, and I never want to hear him do that again, so I'm not going to talk about him anymore.
Yeah, but there's no reason to bring her into this. It's not her fault.
Well, you do as you must, and if he continually mentions you and your situation that has been cleared up now, Terry. He had a situation. Stephen, obviously, everyone knew about it. It was well documented that Stephen wore jeans. Up to about a year and a half, 2 years ago, Stephen wore jeans, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not in the know, I'm going to enlighten you on this. For about a 8-year period that we knew Stephen Kilbreth, he wore jeans that were way too tight. I mean, just ridiculously tight. To the point where if he had like a crumb that just happened to slip down before he secured his pants in the morning, Terry, it would be bulging out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Because he normally eats when he's in his boxers.
That's right.
Sandwich in one hand, button with the other.
He can't help himself. He's got to have a sandwich at all times.
That's no crumb.
So if a crumb had slipped down before he had tightened up his trousers,
Sure.
Tighten him up.
it would have been bulging out. That's how tight he wears them. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I'm making my point here.
You
But
are.
2 years removed, the boy is still fascinated with my bulge.
and that is also what I wanted to bring into the discussion here. Stephen has since been told that he wore jeans way too tight, and he's made adjustments.
Right.
Because Harris is the fashion plate we all should stand
All
up
right,
to.
easy, Stephen. He has gone out. He's purchased jeans that are the appropriate size, that leave a lot of nice, room for...
Room to grow?
Oh,
Well, it's too late for that, Stephen. If you're hoping for that at this point in your life, you're going to be
But he's got some room.
sadly mistaken. But he has some, he's got a loose fit now, at
Right.
least.
I look better.
All right?
He was fighting the battle we all fight of not coming to grips with the fact he needs to go up a size.
I'm not calling it
Or
the
two.
urban fit that he's wearing now, but he's
Right.
got a loose fit now.
Right, he does.
All right?
Yes.
You can see
You
my
don't have
Hanes
to-
label.
You don't have to stare at the plums everywhere he walks.
A little more relaxed fit.
But Harris, Dirty Harry, Terry, doesn't want to acknowledge that he's wearing jeans that are now loosened up, and he's still making references to his 2-year-ago tight jean days. And if Stephen doesn't do something about this, it's going to go on forever.
Well, the creativity they have in the afternoon is great.
So the next time you
come up
see
with new
him,
stuff.
you're going to walk up to him, duck out of the way of the mole, get up to his throat, and say, "What?"
If you talk about it again, I'm going to have to put you in a dumpster.
What happens?
Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Voice got kind of high.
Well,
Yeah, it
you
does.
didn't like
it again.
you didn't like the low voice. You didn't like the angry voice.
Put you in the dumpster.
Yeah, it's weird. Just
Ooh,
scream at him.
I'm scared.
Not a screamer though, really.
Well, you better become one quick.
Michael.
I'm going to put you in a dumpster! All right, no.
Well, it's kind of...
I'm Dirty Harry. I'm walking through the hallway. Hey. All of a sudden, I see Stephen from a distance. He walks up directly to me, and he says...
It's better not to talk to the guy, I think, but...
It's not cutting it.
Apparently, that's not working for you. I would think that maybe that would be your best first option, but now that option has been exhausted. He's still obsessed with the lines every day on that show, embarrassing you in front of all your friends and family from back in the day.
Yeah.
You've tried the silent treatment.
You've tried that. Doesn't work. So now, the next time you see him in the hallway, you're going to walk up to him and say...
I'm going to put you in a dumpster if you don't shut your freaking mouth.
Not bad.
Better.
Yeah, a little bad.
I'm not going to say...
Keep my plums out of your damn show. Your non-entertaining, crappy little show.
Oh, wow.
You have to use me to get ratings, huh?
Oh, keep going.
All right, now that's a definite improvement, Stephen. I'm not saying it's there yet.
Traffic jam this, jackass.
Oh, man.
I like the line. I'm just worried about the delivery. Let me hear you Stephen, let me hear you all out. Full blast. Let me hear an uncensored kill breath.
Time to pee on you like we did Powers.
He might like that.
Yeah, that's probably
True. Key his car and say, name this scratch, bitch.
What's name this scratch?
Yeah, you have to listen to that.
Yeah, you do.
Stephen, let me hear if you. I'm feeling you're giving me about an
Ghost
8.
ride this whip.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds kind of gay now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be mentioned.
Stutter shades on.
Oh, wow.
I'm feeling you're giving me about an 8 on the scale of 1 to 10. I want to feel Stephen Kilbreath 11 on a scale of 1 to 10. Give me the 11 right now, Stephen. Okay, you walk up to him and you say,
You're going to end up in... Oh, I can't do that. I did the wrestling voice again. I'm sorry.
you're gonna end up in a Slim Jim.
That's the only angry voice I know is Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
Stephen, where's your 11? I heard your 8. I like your 8.
I think 8's about as much as
better.
you're going to get.
I think I think somewhere in you there's still 3 more notches to go to 11. I want to feel just one time. It'll feel good. Even if you do wind up doing it or not, just give it to me right now. You walk up to him, you've had it up to here, and you say...
I am going to scratch your car if you don't shut up about talking about me all the time, every day. Can't you think of something else? Maybe be a little creative.
Terry, he went back to a 5.
He did.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking for an 11.
Trying.
And he went back to 5.
Yeah.
Are you wearing out? Do you need a nap?
Could be wearing out.
What's your
this ventilator
motivation?
stuff.
Imagine if
My
if-
motivation
Should be like if they're prank calling your wife or something.
right, or bringing your
That
child
would
into
do
it.
it.
The
Yeah.
motivation is, very simply, exactly what it is. He's being embarrassed in front of the community by Dirty Harry, of all people.
Do you want
Not
your
enough for
son
him.
hearing
Kinda makes it
about
null and void.
your plums and all that stuff?
If he's fascinated with it, that's great. I mean, that's every fan out there is a good fan.
He doesn't care enough.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think he does, but he just... he doesn't have an 11. Can't figure out how to get to 11.
I'm surprised I got to 8, to be honest with you. So
I'm impressed you got to 8. I'm not gonna lie about that. I wasn't sure you had 8 in you, but I still think you got 11. We got to figure out how to get there. Because you want to scare him off for good. 11 will do it every time.
If I keep using that little pump, I might be an 8 someday. Mm-hmm. Oh, something. You talking about something different?
Maybe is there a possibility that he,
You want to clean that off and return it, by the way.
is there a possibility maybe since he realizes he can only get to an 8 that
Right.
maybe a look or a glare might be his better move?
yeah, I can do that. Have him walk up again. Yeah, that was a good look.
Yes, it was. You know what? I almost thought about running for the hills for 1 second there. All right, Steven, so there it is. You're going to have to give him your 8. All right? Give it to him good.
Glad John's here listening to keep us updated.
Make him pay.
Yeah, he's probably talking about something from 2
Hey,
years
ladies
ago.
and gentlemen. Hey, Harry, do you think the last time you scratched off about 9 inches?
Okay, that's a good line. Yeah, work with that one, Steven. All right?
9 inches, okay.
All right, take us to break, John. Take us to break.
Word for spin the ring.
Yeah, all right, take us to break, John. There it is.
Here I give 98.
Is Tobey Maguire engaged to Jennifer Meyer, whose dad runs Universal Pictures?
Oh!
Sources reportedly revealed yes.
Wow, that's a nice bit of an insurance policy for Tobey Maguire, right? He's
I would say so.
Not exactly hard up for money these days, but never a bad move to marry the daughter of the huge movie studio.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Never a bad move to marry the daughter of Universal Pictures
Yeah.
to ensure your career, huh?
Right.
Be like Steven going out there and marrying Mr. Clear Channel's daughter.
Oh, there you go.
Just to make sure that he's always going to be taken care of. I mean, Steven's doing fine.
Pretty
Doing all
solid,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, you got the Mercedes.
He's got a Mercedes now, Terry. He's doing okay. The Mercedes is obviously very revealing of a man whose lifestyle is on the incline.
Oh, yeah.
Used Mercedes.
And he's got
It
two
is now.
homes now.
Oh, yeah.
one
Oh,
home.
two.
But-
actually, yeah,
No,
sold the
yeah.
other one.
But he sold the other one for a nice, hefty profit, I'm sure.
Real estate mogul.
But Mr. Clear Channel, Terry, who's, you got
In
to...
your people's houses, by the way?
You got to realize
Much
that his
nicer.
daughter has a glass eye. But still, I mean, to ensure your career, you may want to marry the babe.
It's worth it.
Yes.
I'm sure there are a lot of Hollywood females that are waking up this morning really upset that Toby's off the market. He was such a desired man. So sexy.
Yeah. Somebody's going to go, oh, dang, got to cross him off.
And, Daddy, this is Spidey. Is Universal Pictures behind Spider-Man, or...
I don't know. I don't think so.
So,
But I don't know.
So, his fiance's daddy may have a little bit of animosity towards Tobey Maguire for being Spider-Man for another movie company, Terry.
Oh.
Making them all those bucks.
Or he's trying to
You will
steal
not
away
bring the enemy into this home!
steal away the franchise.
Interesting. What a tangled web. All right, well, big deal there. Tobey Maguire is engaged, apparently.
Yeah.
Off the market. You ladies are crushed, right?
Yes.
Got such a hot body.
Oh, I know.
So women like scrawny? Is that...
Well,
Do I need to work on that?
we never saw what the daughter of the Universal picture, what she looks like.
Well, she likes scrawny eventually. Apparently.
Yeah, but she may not have much to...
I would assume that he could pull a nice-looking young lady.
Or a real rich one.
Well, why not get both?
I don't know. I just have a feeling this Universal Pictures guy's daughter is not that much to look at. I just have that gut feeling.
Let's find a picture. I'm dying
Yeah,
to know
let's
now.
do.
I mean,
What's her name?
Tori Spelling probably blows her away.
Yeah, well,
You know what I'm saying? And Tori Spelling can look good at times.
Yes, she
and
can.
she's the daughter of a very rich billionaire. But, hey, she's not blowing anyone away.
No, but have you seen her show lately?
She has a show.
Yeah, it's called Notorious.
Oh, I'm excited to see it.
Oh, it's great.
Yes. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Well, Victoria's Secret has come out with a list of what's sexy. Apparently, they know all about sexiness. You might be
They
surprised.
have for years,
Yeah,
Terry.
they have. You're right. You might be surprised who the sexiest actor is, or who they claim the sexiest actor is.
Sexiest actor.
Yes.
Of all the actors out there. Victoria's Secret has decided on who the sexiest actor in the world today is. Does it
Yes.
include overseas people, Terry?
Yeah, yeah.
And the sexiest actor is someone that I could sit here and eventually guess? You might be shocked if I could just throw it right at you, or what?
I would be shocked if you could throw it right at me.
And then I'll give you the sexiest actor.
Okay.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
Well, let me just ask you for one little clue. Is he over or under 30? I'm going to say under 30. Is that fair to say?
I would say yes.
Okay. I'm blanking. I just got Tobey Maguire on my mind.
yeah, it's tough to get him off.
That would be no.
I mean,
That's right.
off my mind.
I'm going to go Joaquin Phoenix, Terry.
Oh,
How about a little Joaquin? Huh? Is he there? Did I nail it or what?
He's not it.
Is there a top 10? Is he in the top
No,
10?
it's just they just give one guy.
Oh, one guy.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah. And all the actors.
Sexiest actor in the whole actor universe.
Right.
how about the fat guy from Lost?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
You're liking my guess more and more now, aren't you?
I am.
I'm only hoping.
How would also be?
Joaquin Phoenix is probably right on the verge of passing 32, by the way.
He might be older.
Huh. Why don't you just give it to me, Terry?
The person's okay.
The person's what?
Well,
You know the answer?
I don't.
Oh. You have a question,
I
Stephen?
was just trying to think of. I'm drawing a blank too. All I think of is Spider-Man.
The person's what?
How old is the person? You said under 30?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure.
She didn't look sure when I
No,
looked at you.
I'm guessing though
Under 30.
under 30. Not a lot under 30,
Right? But under 30 nonetheless.
but yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think of how many actors there are under 30
Yeah.
that are big time.
The kid from the OC.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the kid from the OC.
He's 29, so yeah, under 30. No.
Ian Ziering.
Over 30?
All right, just give us the name, please. Who is it? Sexiest actor in the world.
Patrick Dempsey from Grey's Anatomy.
All right, well, first of all, Terry, he's about 40.
Right.
What? Told I.
All right?
Patrick Dempsey?
About 40.
Is he about 40?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought he was about 30.
I would have guessed him if you would have said he was 40.
Yeah, you would have guessed him, I'm sure. And second of all, Terry, here's a dude that, A, my wife is in love with.
Really?
All right, and B, she sits there watching, basically forcing me to watch an interview that he did with Barbara Walters when it's on. He sits down on one of those Barbara Walters specials.
Yeah.
And this dude is so obnoxious and so full of himself and so cocky for a guy who did nothing for basically like 10, 15 years between the days he was like the lead actor in the stupid movie Loverboy, which I watched about 16 times, and who was he in?
Lawnmower Boy.
Lawnmower Boy, Can't Buy Me Love.
I love that girl,
You would
by the
think
way.
he'd be a little bit more gracious.
Right.
But just watching that interview with Barbara Walters, you wanted to jump through your TV and strangle him. Because he's so absurdly arrogant. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
And he is 40, exactly.
Oh. Wow, I'm way off.
You're a
Sorry.
little off.
My bad.
Under 30.
I don't know
Under
much about
30
him.
even.
I didn't realize that. Yeah.
He just looks a little younger.
He
to
does
you?
look younger
Okay.
than.
Well, this Grey's Anatomy show must be stopped. Because
Must be stopped.
yes,
People love it.
They do.
It's gotten a lot of these ladies out there like warped in the head. And
He's attractive, no doubt.
How
The
come women
sexiest.
love it and guys don't? I've never watched it. What is
I've
it?
never
that-
seen it
why,
either.
why do women love it?
I don't know. It's kind of like girly like that. There's a lot of girly little love
Kind of
plots.
ER-ish.
Oh, love plots.
There's a
Is
lot
it?
of little love plots
Yeah.
mixed into the hospital day-to-day fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds really dumb. When's it on?
Saturday nights.
After
They
Desperate
actually
Housewives.
were recently here in town and shot scenes up by
time.
Harborview because it's supposed to be based.
Right, but they shoot
in
it all in
Seattle.
California. But once every 6 months, they come up
Yeah.
here and take a couple of shots of Seattle.
Right.
That's true. They do.
Right. And my wife thinks she makes me feel better, like I felt bad at all, but she thinks that it makes me feel better when she says, well, the reason I'm like so into him is because he reminds me of you.
Oh, there you go.
He looks like you.
Oh.
I'm like, look at that dude. You think that's a compliment? She's like, well, he's handsome. Hey, he's disgusting. And if I look like him, I'm starting from scratch. I don't know what that means, but I'm starting from scratch, Terry.
Okay.
I guess what that means is I'm shaving my head, I'm stripping down to nothing, and I'm just starting over.
Oh.
How do you start over with looks?
Wipe your face off and get a new face.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting a big towel, just going to wipe my face off completely.
It's funny. I'm so into him because
was
he
that?
looks like you.
Yeah.
What was that one website that we went to with
That's why I
the
tell my wife.
genealogy?
She says it all
one?
serious. He looks like you.
Yeah, that's right. Ebony Plumpers is up on the web. Oh, that looks like you, honey. Yeah. Sorry, that's why I watch it, this website.
Ebony Plumpers.
And for the second.
Maybe I'll put a picture of Patrick Dempsey up on my MySpace next to my picture, Terry.
Oh, there you
so
go.
everyone can see how much he looks like me.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Because my MySpace pictures are up there and available for everyone to see. Does anyone think this dude looks like me?
No.
I need you to answer, Terry. It's a rhetorical question.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Sandra Oh looks more like you.
I don't know who that is, but I agree.
She's on Grey's Anatomy.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
she is.
She's hot.
She's tough to look at.
You know who she is?
Yeah.
I thought you don't watch the show.
She was in the show.
She was in
Arliss.
the movie Sideways.
And in Sideways.
She's
yeah.
tough to look at.
Who is she in Sideways?
she
oh,
was
the
a-
one that they screwed with.
yes.
And actually, her husband was one of the producers or directors or something. He got an award for that movie, right?
Wow.
And then they got divorced after.
Very exciting.
And she won the award for Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Very
Golden
good.
Globe.
Very lovely.
And actually, for the sexiest actress, you would totally disagree.
Speaking of loveliness, before we go to the sexiest actress, Eyebrow Dude is on the line. He's getting married on Friday, Terry.
On a Friday? Who gets married on a Friday?
It's a little cheap for Terry. Leave him alone.
Because we're flying out on Saturday. So we have to get married on Friday.
Wednesday was all booked, so he's going Friday. And
There was only one plane on a Saturday.
Yeah.
so Eyebrow Dude, even though he was not able, I'm assuming, to get those very, very vital pictures, those wedding pictures done on Safeco, on the field of Quest Field, the Seahawks Stadium, you're still getting married nonetheless?
Yeah, she's still having me, so.
That's great.
We ended up going down to Point Defiance and having them done at the park down there.
We
Right
didn't.
there at the zoo.
Here's me on a
Draft. Did Blitz meet you down there?
It was a nice day, and actually we were at the beach on Point Defiance. We weren't at the zoo.
Okay.
Lovely.
And you're excited about the big wedding? You got butterflies, a little of both. What are you feeling there?
I'm nervous. I'm excited but nervous, and I'm just ready to go on the honeymoon, basically.
Are you
because
sure
the wedding planning is... It's just ridiculous of the amount of planning and money you have to spend on a wedding.
You sure you're not mistaking nervousness with doubt and questioning your own self on what you're doing here and who you're marrying?
Oh, no, I'm definitely going over my head with, if I was marrying underneath me, I would be, but I'm definitely going way over what I should be getting.
Well, we didn't get to any, announcement or anything, no engagement pictures or anything, so we wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh.
And we are part of the family, right?
Terry's wondering why you're hiding pictures of your fiancée. What are you embarrassed of, she's implying?
I mean, after all, he did call you up for a favor, and even if you...
How come you haven't even emailed us a picture of you and your bride-to-be? What's going on with that?
I have a MySpace that she has there's a picture of her on there, but we didn't scan any of the engagement photos into the...
All right, but there's a picture of her that we can see. We'd like to see who you're marrying.
Well,
so we
I've
can
got a
tear it
MySpace.
apart. Yeah, would you not want to give it out over the air so everyone can see, or how do you want to do this?
I'll look 'em up.
Why don't we all enjoy your fiancé this morning?
Oh, yeah. I want to go first.
Well, I mean, you obviously are talking about how you're marrying up, so why don't you just give, for all the listeners that are interested, I'm sure it's about 3 of them out there, why don't you give the address where we can find you on MySpace, and then we'll all evaluate your fiancé. And
What do I'm not sure what I have to give you so you can find my page.
Steven has it, right?
Yeah, Steven has it.
Aren't you a friend of mine and Terry's?
I'm a friend of Steven and Terry's, but I sent you a request. You never responded.
Who?
You.
Oh, me?
You never,
I
never respond.
I never respond. I gotta figure out whether I gotta...
did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I got thousands and thousands in limbo, Terry.
Yeah.
No, but I am on Steven and Terry's.
Yeah, I'm looking for you.
And are you looking at the fiancé, Stephen?
Well, I'm looking for him right now. I have, scrolls of pictures to go
Got
through.
a lot of friends to go through, I know.
600. Oh, there's Computer Freak. Let's see here.
And we got to pass over Marge's MySpace and little buddy Scott.
Is it still a picture of you and your little mustache?
Oh.
He's got a mustache?
Or maybe I'm confused.
Or you're dreaming, one of the two.
Or I'm dreaming, yeah.
How long might this take, Stephen?
Well,
I would like the
it takes a while to scroll through all these people.
The Kilbreath evaluation, interpretation, analysis of the eyebrow dude fiancé before he actually says I do on Friday. I mean, this could change the whole course of his life if you don't think that she's up to standard, Stephen.
You might want to give it to Dave, because this might take a while.
Well, why don't you just describe her? What does she look like?
She's 27. She's about 5'5". Good shape. Right now her hair is
good shape.
Red.
Tell me more about good shape. What does good shape mean?
She's a rectangle.
She's got a nice chest area, nice backside.
Nice chest area. Tell me more about nice chest area. What does nice chest area mean?
She's well endowed there.
Aha, well endowed, well endowed. What does well endowed mean? What does that mean there?
Big.
How big are we talking?
36D.
36D.
For 5'5", how much does she weigh?
36D for a 5'5" girl. Isn't 36 a lofty number? Or is that's
Probably
okay?
pretty good.
That's nice.
A lot of guys
That's
prefer
nice.
34, but 36 will work.
Well, but she's 5'5", and depending upon how much weight is
Knowing my
surrounding
type, I might
that.
prefer a 34, but you're all 36, 38.
You
40.
prefer a 32.
I'm 32.
Yeah.
My wife is a 32D.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but your wife is like teeny.
Well, she's 5'3".
Yeah, but she's like 90 pounds.
Well, she's 100.
Yeah.
108.
So,
Whoa. Put her on the treadmill. 105. Holy crap.
but now
Tell
going
her
back to
that.
eyebrow dude's girl, I mean, she's 5'5" and could weigh 250.
What's that?
6Ds.
36D.
So,
Yeah.
so
Well, what does
you
she
should be able to
weigh?
find
What
it
does
on-
she?
yeah.
What does she weigh, eyebrow dude?
I'm going to guess she's about 140.
Ow! And your guesses are usually pretty on target. No, about 60 pounds under, T-Man.
No, you should be able to find it under Steven and Terry's
We're
page.
gonna find it. We're gonna find it. We'd like to hear your evaluation.
Can I ask him what his little call name is on there so I can better get it?
What's your screen name, eyebrow dude?
Well, it's I think it's Eyebrow Dude 1 with the number 1.
Mm-hmm. Because he is number one, Terry.
So there's no eyebrow dude
No,
costume.
there was already an Eyebrow Dude, some guy from
Right.
England.
That's good to know. Yeah, that's where we got it from. Anyhow, all right, so she's 140 pounds, she's 5'5", 36D, and no implants. It's all natural, right?
Right, it's all natural.
Yeah, right. And she works out or what?
Yeah, she does.
You didn't sound convincing when you answered that.
it's like he doesn't even
That's the
know.
question.
Does she work out or no?
Well, we have a treadmill in our bedroom, and she
And it's got
walks on the
clothes,
treadmill
all
and-
kinds of clothes hanging from it. So she walks on the treadmill often, or?
Yeah, and she does the Pilates things where she's in front of the TV and doing all these weird leg kicks.
And this is vital, or this is not of any importance to you when you decide to marry someone and you live a life together? Does she know to maintain this kind of activity, or it doesn't matter to you?
I think she knows to maintain it, but honestly, I'm in love with her, so
it doesn't matter. Even if she has the kind of frame, and even if she does actually go on to really heft up there, it doesn't matter at all because you're in love with the woman within.
Right, but it matters a little bit because you still have to be attracted to the person you're.
And you wouldn't be attracted to her if she ballooned up.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen her ballooned up.
She should know that there's a really strong chance that she's listening this morning that he may not be attracted to her any longer, Terry. That's what I'm taking from this. If she hefts up.
Sounds like it. That's why I found someone who likes me as a balloon.
Well, but
maybe you should see her balloon side before you marry her if you're not sure about this. I mean, you don't want to wake up one day and not be attracted to her, right?
Well, but then again, this is coming from a guy who was engaged to a woman he, had sex with in a hotel that...
Oh, yes.
Right?
That lifeguard
No,
tape.
that's not true. That's not true.
You were engaged to her, right?
No,
and
I
she's
was
the one
not,
who took
Terry.
your...
Terry, you've got your facts mixed up.
Oh, jeez.
That's weird.
Well, that'd be the first day for that.
The hotel girl I was with for about 4 months. I was never engaged to her.
So it's a different girl.
Right.
How about the one on the bathroom floor at Parker's? Engaged to her
Oh,
ever?
yeah. Which one were you then engaged to?
You remember we had our big...
Who took all your money?
Who took all my money? The girl from the hotel room, but I wasn't engaged to her.
So she's out of the picture now.
See, I thought so, too.
Didn't you have, like, kids together and all that?
No, she had a kid, but I
No,
think
she
what
had a
happened
son.
is that she
Right.
she thought she was pregnant, so he was going to marry
That was
her.
a different girl.
Right, but there was a time that you were kind of on the verge of marrying someone, right or wrong?
I gave a girl a ring, and a month later I got it back from her.
You're definitely...
She said, here, keep this piece of tin. Get the hell out of my life. All right, so I just had a picture printed out. Is this her? Right here? I actually think she's very pretty.
Yeah, definitely marrying up.
Yes.
Is she red haired?
Yeah, I'm looking at the right girl. Don't worry about it. Easy.
Okay.
Hold down.
Man. He's like, I can't be her. She's not that pretty. No, I'm looking at a girl here, Terry, that I think exceeds any expectation I had for Eyebrow Dude.
Oh, okay, good.
I wasn't expecting her to look this good.
All right.
Thank you.
How'd you meet her?
I actually met her online.
Oh, from Russia with love.
How much did it cost you?
How did you meet her online?
Yeah.
I met her on Hot or Not.
On hotornot.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I gave her a 10 and she wrote back to me and the rest is history.
Oh, yeah. She loved the way I gave her a 10.
Wow. Who the hell has that story to tell besides Eyebrow Dude?
Yeah, exactly.
There could be a few other people, but I mean, is that the story you want to admit to? That I met her on hotornot.com? Is that what is the minister going to mention that right before you take the vows to everyone that comes to witness the wedding, or what?
No, that's not part of the ceremony.
So, like when she saw your picture, did she say not?
I'm not sure what she said. I actually clicked on hers and rated her, and then I clicked. There's something you can click where it says, "Hey, I'd like to meet you," and she responded back, and then we started talking. And
Wow.
then we actually met up it took about 3 months before we actually met off
Does
the
it
internet.
sound any more desperate than that, Terry?
Wow.
I'd like to meet you. Sure.
You thought I was a 6.5. Awesome.
Wow.
Now, this is one picture. I like to see a second picture because everyone out there has one good picture of themselves.
Absolutely.
All right?
I do.
I never
Yes.
trust one picture.
Right.
You can't.
I need to see multiple pictures. And the fact that her head is kind of turned to the side here, Terry,
Yes.
this may have just caught her in a good light on a good day.
And on her page, there's only 2 pictures of her, and they're the same picture.
The
So.
same picture. Who does that? Who puts 2 pictures of himself and it's the same picture?
What does she do?
She actually works at the hospital that I work at.
Oh.
And you
And
met
you
each other on
didn't-
Hot or Not?
You didn't know?
No. She just started working there about 2 months ago.
Oh, you just can't spend any time apart, so you work in the same place. Oh, that's destined to bring the relationship to a crashing halt quicker than it would have.
Okay.
Fiery crashing death. The Hindenburg of relationships.
What did she do before then?
So you're around her like 24/7? Is that the deal or what?
No, because I don't work in the actual hospital. I work in a building on the campus, and she works.
And she's up there working in urine analysis. Okay, very good. All right.
She's Hispanic?
What's that?
She's Hispanic?
No, she works in admitting.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Steven's asking if she's Hispanic.
Oh, yeah, she's Hispanic.
She doesn't look Hispanic in the picture.
And she smokes and she drinks.
Oh,
She
right.
smokes?
Oh,
Yes.
right up his alley.
And she has children.
How many?
Doesn't say.
Oh, so
She has one child.
you're becoming,
Drizzy?
as soon as you say I do, you're becoming a dad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just actually dropped him off at school, so.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, what a great guy.
Wow.
Is the biological one in the picture or no? You don't have to worry about it?
No,
good.
he's somewhere in Mexico. They don't even know where he's at.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect. Until his return.
Wow.
I'm not letting this white boy raise my
Oh,
child.
days.
Is that Erie Eric? That's one of your friends?
Yes, they're
Of
very good
course,
friends.
they're close
They met through the
friends.
program. Cute. Okay, anyway.
Cute.
Very exciting. Congratulations to a fellow listener, Terry.
Sure.
He's been a listener from way back in the day.
He has. He's part of our dysfunctional
And
family.
here he is, all grown up, Terry, and getting
Yep.
married to a woman who is going to not only make him a husband, but a father as soon as he says I do. To how many kids, Eyebrow Dude?
He said one.
To one child.
Just one, yeah.
How old? How old?
He's 8 years old.
Wow.
Does he call you daddy?
No, he calls me Joel.
Does she call you daddy?
Sometimes.
You give it to her good, Eyebrow Dude? Does she know that you had sex with a listener on the bathroom floor of Parker's during one of our radio events back about 6 years ago?
Yeah, I warned her about all that stuff.
You told her about that.
Yeah.
What did you tell her exactly?
I just told her that I used to do some pretty immature,
You
crazy
told
stuff.
her how you were...
It's not immature.
You told her how you were willing to take a stranger into a bathroom and get on the floor with feces chunks and dried urine and make a go of it. You told her that.
Well, you know, that kind of stuff just happens sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
But you're
Just
all grown
happens.
up now. You're mature. You've...
And she was a marginal-looking listener at best.
Oh, at best.
And Eyebrow Dude made it happen in the bathroom. I gotta give him a little bit for that, Terry.
Yeah, hey.
Taking a marginal listener into the bathroom and...
At least it was, yeah.
All right.
Jimmy Free in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. That's right. No condom.
No, why would you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you
Yeah,
guys
that was,
planning a
Why would he when he knew her? Well, he knew her 10 minutes, Terry. He knew everything he wants to know about her.
She looks clean, dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk. That probably wasn't very
Taking
smart.
risks, nothing inside her, and hoping for the best.
Yeah. Now, are you guys going to have children right away? You going to wait a little bit?
We're going to wait a little bit, kind of settle in the marriage and establish a family before we...
And how old are you now, Eyebrow Dude?
I'm 30 now.
Oh, that 3 scared him into
Scares us all.
getting engaged. How long you been engaged?
We've been engaged for a year. We got engaged in Disneyland last year.
So this has been in the works. This plan has been in the works for some time.
Right.
And you really surprised her on that day in Disneyland. She thought she was just going to take a picture of you and Goofy, same person. And all of a sudden he gets on one knee, takes out the ring, and it's a big happy moment there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Snow White shed a tear.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Well, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Yes.
So
Maybe I'll call you from the honeymoon.
Where are you guys going, by the way?
We're actually going back to Disneyland.
Mm-hmm. Really? Back to where it all started, Terry.
can't go to Mexico.
Yeah.
You may run into you-know-who.
Yeah,
Shanked in the neck.
Cabo wasn't an option.
But you're taking the child with you, right?
Right.
That's cool.
That is great, actually, yeah. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
for it.
we actually have the first night, the night of the wedding, we have reservations at the Fairmont Olympic.
All right, nobody cares.
Sounds good.
We're all impressed.
Way to go,
Oh,
Eyebrow Dude.
Fairmont Olympic. I didn't know you do's it like that. Very
Congratulations.
nice.
Congratulations.
Where's the wedding on
Thank
Friday
you.
that we can crash?
Yeah, where is the...
Yeah, John wants to know. Where's the wedding?
I'm not willing to disclose that.
Uh-huh. It's very vital and
But we know
top
you're
secret
staying at the
information.
Fairmount whatever, so... we'll-
Fairmount, yeah.
Or Fairmont, whatever.
Yeah, that's what you'll think at the night of the wedding. Fairmount. It was a lot better before we got married.
Yeah.
Now, are we having an open bar or what on Friday?
Yeah, there's an open bar.
Whoa. Big spender.
Open bar meaning you paid for it all, for all your guests. Not
Yeah.
that, oh, the bar's open.
Yeah, does open bar mean beer and wine? Or can I get hard licks?
Wow.
It's all hard liquor.
Oh, I'm there.
Wow, you're a big baller like Hot Shot.
Yeah.
Right.
How much you have to pay for an open bar when there are hard licks available?
Well, actually, what we did is we went to a liquor store and bought just a ton of alcohol, and then
Get a
the
discount.
place where we're having it was willing to let us buy the alcohol, and then they're just going to serve it.
Oh, that's a great deal.
That
That's
is.
a good deal.
So what'd you buy? What do you got going there?
We
Just in
got
case we
everything.
decide
got-
to find out where it is.
Got the old Potter's vodka,
It's in Seattle somewhere. I'll give you a hint.
Smirnoff gin.
What kind of alcohol did you purchase?
We got everything: vodka, rum.
What kind? What kind? I want
Shelf
brand
wise.
names.
We
Yeah.
got Jack Daniels, Jim Beam. We got Grey Goose. We got everything.
Got some Grey
Ooh, the
Goose,
Goose.
do you?
Wow.
You breaking out the old goose for the wedding?
Well, but
That's
everybody
not the old
knows.
Grey Goose and Fairmount?
He's taking out the goose during the wedding there, Terry.
Yes, taking out the goose.
Yeah.
But you can buy from the liquor store in cases and get a discount, and then if you don't use it all, you can
Return it,
Return
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Take it on a honeymoon with
I can
8-year-old.
start drinking heavily once I'm married.
Yes. There it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a ringing endorsement there.
Okay.
Well, congratulations. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
way to go.
Well, thank you. I'll give you guys a call from It's a Small World next
Yes,
week.
please. Because it is, in fact, a small world, Terry. There he is, Terry. Eyebrow dude,
In love.
no longer available.
Oh, we have to cross him off our list, too? Him and Toby Maguire.
So 10 days at Splash Mountain, huh? Might get a little old.
Think it'll be 10 days at that?
How long you take a honeymoon? 7 days? I don't know.
How long was yours?
10?
We're actually going for 6 days, and 2 of the days we're going to Universal Studios.
Got it all planned, don't you?
Yeah.
I hope so.
How many times can you go on the Jurassic Park ride, dude?
Well, we have the Park Hopper Pass, so we can go from Disneyland to California
Got an
Adventure.
answer for everything.
Park Hopper.
Park Hopper.
Very nice, Eyebrow.
That's great.
Thanks,
Take care.
We'll see you at the wedding.
It's very exciting.
When's the wedding again?
Friday.
And John's on the other line. He's getting married now, too.
Oh, nice.
Stop.
It's becoming a trend. All our listeners want to get married now.
What a lucky lady.
Oh, yeah.
This message is from my ex-friend Jesse Dunn. You f***ing dick. Thanks for my girlfriend. It really helps with my life. That's awesome.
Message. I hate all you stupid people on I-5 from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock who have to look at every little thing on the side of the road and back up traffic for hours.
Message.
Hey, man. This is Freddie from Seattle.
How you doing?
I'm going to hate on Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, jeez.
So that motherfucker don't be out there making albums about me his bitches, number 1 and 2. And nah, you ain't never my wife, because I ain't never been married.
What the hell is this guy talking about, Terry? Why is this guy thinking Sir Mix-a-Lot is writing albums about him? Sir Mix-a-Lot would be the first to come on and say, I haven't made an album for 10 years. Leave me alone.
I don't know.
Not writing albums about you, dude.
Freddie. I'm going to get Freddie today.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the I Hate You hotline is also for. It's for your completely misdirected paranoia. So, yeah.
There you go. You hit it right on the head.
Please call for no matter what the reason is. The I Hate You hotline is available for one and
So
all.
that motherfucker don't...
I mean, who's thinking about... The only person I know that's thinking about Sir Mix-a-Lot is Shelley Hart.
Oh, yeah, I
Thinks
know.
about him every day. Other than that, I don't know anyone.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to hate on Sir Mix-a-Lot. So that motherfucker don't be out there making albums about me his bitches, number 1 and 2. And nah, you ain't never my wife, because I ain't never been married.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get at me about the situation, man. 206-391.
Yeah, I'm really glad you left the number, Terry.
Yeah, because
I've been thinking I need to call this guy.
Right. So you can really
Thanks
talk
for
to him
leaving a
about
return number.
He's part of the posse on Broadway, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
After all these years, they were revealing themselves. Isn't that nice?
it is.
Okay.
Message. Yeah, I'm calling because I have some hate towards my roommate.
It is.
That even rhymes. Hate roommate.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
she's
You're a regular Dr. Seuss. It's wonderful.
That's great. That's the first time that's ever happened to you?
Yeah, I'm calling because I have some hate towards my roommate. That even rhymes. Hate roommate. Yeah, she's a two-faced bitch. She's moving out. Her son stole $170 from me, and now everything's my fault, and I have some major hate towards her. And since I am an adult and I can't punch her in the face like I want to because she's 911 happy, maybe getting this hate out on the hate line will help.
She's 911 happy? So if she got punched in the face by a roommate, she would call 911.
911 happy.
Mm-hmm. Which is a marginal reason to call 911, Terry.
Yeah.
You might be labeled as 911 happy if your female roommate punches your female self and you call 911.
But she has decided, this person, to, use the I Hate You hotline.
Use the I Hate You hotline as her therapy as opposed to the therapeutic moment of punching your roommate right in the face.
Right.
I'm not even going to claim that the I Hate You hotline is as therapeutic as a punch in the face, Terry.
Well.
Two women going at it like that?
I I am an adult and I can't punch her in the face like I want to because she's 911 happy. Maybe getting this hate out on the hate line will help.
Message.
Yeah, I hate all them dumb bitches that like to go around and f other girls' men and don't give a f about the girl.
Oh, I love women like that. I don't know what she's crying about, Terry.
Well,
I don't know what her problem is. There need to be more women like that out there, Terry.
Really?
I'm gonna call the I Hate You hotline and say, why aren't there more women out there that F other men, other women's bitches? Huh? What was it again?
Men.
Other bitches, men. Yes.
There you go.
Okay. I'll get it straight.
Getting this hate out on the hate line will help.
Yeah, okay.
Message.
Yeah, I hate all them dumb bitches that like to go around and f other girls' men and don't give
Oh, that's what it was. It was those dumb bitches that go around effing other girls' men.
Right. And don't give an F about the
Nothing
girl.
gets me more aroused than a woman that has a reputation like that, Terry. Scandalous! Where are they? Hopefully this lady doesn't scare them all away.
Yeah, I hate all them dumb bitches that like to go around and f other girls' men and don't give a f about the girl.
That's right, sure.
And the ones that like to make fun of the girl that don't f know.
Oh.
All them bitches are lucky they don't know.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah.
Well put. Right in the Steiner. Huh? Right. Terry, the I Hate You hotline, as you can tell, over the past week or so now, has been open for business. Like some of those scandalous bitches. They are, it is available to you to call with any dilemma, well, any kind of heated kind of situation that you would like to get off your chest at 494-2091. That's 206-494-2091. Once again, in the Seattle area, it doesn't cost any money, but from a long-distance situation, cell phone, yeah, it would be free. Yeah, just a little airtime. But it's, even if it does cost you a couple of pennies here and there, it's so well worth it as compared to therapy fees. It is 206-494-2091. Speaking of therapy fees, I got John on the line claiming that we're so late on giving away passes to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show that listeners are angrily calling him, wondering why we're not giving our tickets away this morning in a timely fashion.
Really?
Like he wants us to believe. There's his phone ringing right now. It's another listener calling him, complaining.
Hello?
He's telling Pasty Dave.
Well, I don't know, man. It's up to them. I mean,
Right.
Gee, what a liar.
God, he's so bad.
I mean, he's loving his own little freaking bootleg bitches, you know.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Well, you need to call 1-866. Don't call me back, by the way, please, sir. All right, it's 1-866.
Find out what that guy's name is, John. So we can get his number. We'll call him personally.
The 93rd caller, okay?
No, he doesn't have to be the 93rd caller. Just tell him to give you his number, and we'll call him directly and give him passes.
And he can be the winner. Yeah, right.
He's the winner.
Actually, I think I'm about to go on the air. Hold on a second.
You're on the air. Yeah, John, get that guy's name and number. We'll call him and give him passes.
Oh, hello, sir. You're on the air.
Oh, he just hung up.
Oh, he hung up.
What a shocker.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. But, ladies and gentlemen, we won't hang up on you. No, that's a promise.
How did he get that phone ring thing?
But it's very creative, though. I mean, you got to give it to him a little bit.
It's just stupid.
It
is stupid.
So
he has to, like,
stupid.
make up friends.
I know.
So sad.
Roommates, friends.
He's screaming at Pasty Dave during the break that people are calling him at home, complaining that we haven't given away the car show tickets yet.
Yet he's got a secret number.
And Pasty's like half convinced. He's like, people are calling John, I guess, and I don't know if it's true or not, and complaining that we haven't given away the car show tickets yet.
Now, Gay, I understand because his number's out there, but how do they have John?
Yeah, I thought he had the secret number.
Because he cried when we were going to put it out there, too.
Yeah, he did. Oh, but somebody got a hold of it.
But his...
it's probably Gay.
His bogus scenario has been effective nonetheless because it has reminded us that we have 4 tickets to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show to give away right now. As put together by Cube 93 and KFC Snacker.
Oh, snack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Global Import and Domestic Car Show is going to be bigger and better than any car show that has ever been done in this area up to this point in your life. And you could have 4 passes right now at 1-866-663-T-Man, Terry.
Wow.
When in the past have you had 2 big names like Chameleonaire and Lil Flip just stopping in to do a performance right there at the car show, Terry.
Right, I know. Well.
And
Never.
Thanks for I was waiting on that, yeah. And if that's not enough, the T-Man's Wagano Conception, where somebody, ladies and gentlemen, somebody could be in line to win a free automobile. Automobile? Again, a little late. Yes. If somebody, here's the deal, Terry.
Yeah?
I'm going to make it very clear to you.
Okay.
If somebody goes in the T-Man Wagano Conception, or the T-Man Wagano Conception, and then 9 months later has a baby to the day that we circle on the calendar,
right,
they're winning a free car.
Really?
A free brand new spanking car. I don't know what kind of car yet. We haven't determined that yet, but we have determined that a car is on the line for someone who's willing to go in that grody, seedy, disgusting Wagano Conception and make it happen. Now, I'm not saying you have to have sex in the Wagano Conception.
Right.
Because that'd be even more grody, seedy, and disgusting than I'm ready to handle, just having person after person jizzing all over the mirrors and everything like that,
You could
Terry.
take in a little wipey down.
Yeah, I'm not
thing.
saying you can't.
Right.
I'm just saying I'm not cleaning the damn thing.
Right. Just have the little Clorox wipes right there as you go in.
So if you want to look out for your fellow man who may be in line behind you, you may want to think you go in the T-Man Wagano Conception and get your engine revved up.
Ooh, rev.
And if you can have a baby, we'll have a big calendar out there next to the Wagano Conception. We'll circle one date. If you can have a baby on that date, which will be just about 40 weeks to the day of the car show, Terry, whoever has a baby and signs up, and we can officially verify that they were in the Wagano Conception on that day. Do you see what I'm saying here?
I do.
They will win a brand new car. So what I'm basically saying, it's impossible no one's going to win shit. Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. I didn't say the full word.
It's true, though.
No, we're not giving away a ship.
Yeah, that's right.
No, what if you're an elephant? Because they have labor for like 12 months, right? If you're an elephant, you can't fly. Because they're in labor for like 14 months. That's not fair.
You can't say that on the air. Anyhow.
That would be so cool if an elephant came to the car show.
And fit inside the Wagano Conception.
Right, some women.
geez.
You never know. I've had my share of elephants.
Oh, wow.
We don't doubt it.
There's a woman out there saying, I've had an elephant one time. There's one guy.
No, there's a woman out there saying, he's not talking about me, right? Oh, geez. 24-hour fitness, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the deal on that.
That's exciting.
Also,
It's great.
you know that this Friday, which is just a mere 48 hours away, Terry.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much. Stephen loves 48 hours away. 48 hours away from now.
It's my...
Stephen. 48 hours from now. Let's get them all gated up when I swear. 48 hours from now, Terry, we are going to find out there in the listening audience. Oh, what a search and discovery this is going to be. We're going to find some lady or ladies or maybe a straggling gentleman. I doubt it. We're going to find some people to add to the list of car models that have been hired for the day's event on May 13th.
Woo!
No experience necessary. An undiscovered, untapped talent is going to be found right here in the studio on Friday morning. Not just by myself, not just by Terry Free, not just by the giddy Stephen Kilbreth, not just by Hopscotch Scott, not just by the Magnum owning Pasty Dave.
He's leasing it.
But by a former wrestling great and now return to the WWE, Rowdy Roddy Piper is going to be in the studio.
Ow!
The rowdiest.
Isn't Marge coming?
What's that now?
Isn't Marge supposed to be
Marge
a
was
guest?
invited, Terry. But Rowdy Roddy Piper has signed on to be a judge.
Stop it!
Here he is now, Terry.
Roddy Piper!
You don't even say it right. It's not Roddy Piper.
And she says that every time.
It's
Rowdy?
Rowdy Roddy.
Oh, I get it.
You weren't a fan back in the day, Terry?
I always got it mixed up back then. I did like that.
I don't doubt it. Anyhow, Rowdy Roddy Piper is going to be coming in, Terry, because on Saturday, tickets go on sale for Tacoma Dome's Raw event, which is happening in late May or early June, or what? It's in late May, I believe, yes. First time the Tacoma Dome has had WWE Raw Wrestling live and in your face in over 5 years, Terry.
We were all there 5 years ago.
Yeah. Whole train it was.
That's right. And it's back again. And we have 5 pairs of tickets to give away on Friday morning. And then we have ringside seats.
Whoa.
Ringside seats to Raw. Are you kidding me? So all your friends and family from all over the world could tune in and watch your mug sitting there in basically the front row? Is it front row seats? I think it's front row. It's ringside. Whatever ringside means, like first 3 rows.
Sweat. No
you're getting
problem.
sweat all over you.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon is jumping on your thigh while crushing the wrestler that he intended to actually hit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Be great.
It's perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're back in.
And those ringside seats will be given away after the program is over because Rowdy Piper is going to be marching over, Terry, from here. He's going to be marching over to Sport Restaurant and Bar, which I'm one of the owners of, Terry, for purposes of full disclosure. He's going to be walking over to my restaurant, Terry, where he's going to be having lunch. And anyone that wants to come down from 11:30 till about 12:30 to 1, somewhere in there, he's going to pick up and take off. But for at least an hour, Rowdy Piper.
Nice.
I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
It's not a CD. I'm surprised it's skipping.
It's not a CD.
Bagpipers on crack. Anyway, he's going to be in the restaurant, Terry. And anyone who comes down to the restaurant can come up and say hello to Rowdy Piper if that does it for you. I'm sure a lot of people don't even know who he is, but for those who do, you got to be huge fans. If you know who Rowdy Piper is, Terry, you're a huge fan.
Okay.
Like myself.
I know.
I don't get giddy over superstars. Okay,
No,
I don't
I
get
understand.
giddy over celebrities. I never have.
Right.
But Rowdy Piper?
Rowdy
Are you
Piper.
kidding me? I was 14. Hating when he beat up on Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Terry.
Wow.
And now we're having lunch with the guy.
Isn't that crazy?
There's just so much going on. It's too much.
It's just too much. It's too much for Steven to handle. He's out. But if you're not out and you want to come down, so you got to be thinking now, okay, here's what I got to do to make sure I'm there on Friday from like 11:30 to 12:30 to make sure I see Rowdy Piper and have my chance at ringside seats. I got to make sure I take my lunch hour on Friday before noon to get my ass down there.
Sure.
So I can win seats ringside for Raw and have barbecue wings with Rowdy Piper.
Is barbecue an option? That sounds good.
Oh, they have barbecue wings. Wow. We have the best. Yes. You haven't had a barbecue wing yet.
I'm there.
You need to know where Sport Restaurant is? Well, look up the website. What's our website address?
SportRestaurant.com.
That's right. Thank you, Steven. Steven knows, and I couldn't remember. www.sportrestaurant.com.
Restaurantsport.com.
No, sportrestaurant.com.
Right.
www.sportrestaurant.com.
If I ask for a side of blue cheese for the wings, is that going to happen? Or
We can't accommodate you. Get the hell out of the restaurant.
$2. Okay, $2, right? Jesus.
All the blue cheese you can bathe in, all right?
Oh, no way.
All right? I promise you that I'll serve you all the blue cheese you can bathe in.
Sometimes I like both ranch and blue cheese, but I don't want to go crazy.
Get out.
I don't want to piss off the server.
I'm going to be your server.
All right, well, then I'm asking for it all.
Give it to you all.
I'm going to have buckets of blue cheese and ranch ready for you.
God, I can't wait. Sucking
All
flesh
right.
off the bone, one after another.
Okay, stop it. Jeez.
Okay.
I'm a big wing guy.
Okay.
You're a big lot of other good things. There's something you eat a lot of.
I hope one of
Fries.
these models wins the Wagano Conception. Wouldn't that be
geez.
great?
So that's a lot of information to digest, I know. We're finding a model on Friday or 2 or 5 or 10. Who knows? Terry, I can pick as many as I want.
I know you
It's our car show.
That's great.
And then Rowdy could be the father.
Not Rowdy.
I know.
You said it on purpose because of me.
No, he didn't.
No.
Actually, he did say it on purpose.
Daphne, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Daphne. How are you?
Good.
What can we do for you today?
I was calling about the Global Import Car Show.
Yes, what about it? What can I do for you as it pertains to the car
know
show?
if you gave away the tickets yet.
I have not given away the tickets, and you know I haven't given away the tickets because I hear the radio on in the background.
Actually, it's too low. I can't really hear it that well.
Well, if I can hear it, how come you can't hear it?
Because
Stop fighting with me!
But you're saying it, T-Man. That's why you heard it.
Oh, jeez. That's a good point. Daphne. Daphne.
Yep.
Daphne's a cutesy-sounding name, Terry.
It is.
You can do a lot with the name Daphne.
Okay.
You can go a lot of directions with the name Daphne. You can be an outright slut.
Oh.
Or you can be like a cutesy, bubbly little good girl.
Okay.
Or you could be just, I guess that's your only two.
Plain
That's your only two options.
Ugly cartoon character with glasses.
So what have you done with the name Daphne?
Nothing really.
Well, tell me about yourself, and then I will pretty much figure out what you've done with your name. What's going on in your life? Are you married? Are you divorced?
No, I am single.
You're
I'm a single mother.
Single mom.
That's what she's done with her name.
So you've taken it down the slut highway, huh? Love it. Daphne, who knocked you up and why aren't they in your life?
It was an ex-boyfriend, and he just, I guess he picks and chooses the kids he wants to love.
Wow.
Oh, boy, he has others, huh?
So he's left a trail of kids in his wake, is that right?
Yeah, he has 3 girls, and then now he finally got a boy.
Oh, well, phew.
Does he recognize your son?
He pays child support, and that's it.
So you gave him a son?
Yes.
Whether he liked it or not?
All right, Kimmy and Bobby, you come with me. The other 2 stay there.
Oh, jeez. Now, how many kids do you have with this guy?
Only one.
One kid, but he has 3 other kids with 3 other women, or no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
That is a big time happening. He has had 4 kids with 4 different women and has pretty much shown no allegiance to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
No, he actually has one that lives with him. That's why I say he picks and chooses which one he wants to love.
What is it about this guy that is able to consistently knock up women that he really has no strong tie to?
Super strong.
I am not sure.
What did he do for you on that night that you just had to give him free reign, full guts on the vagina?
Well, we were actually dating for almost 2 years.
A likely story. Did I say 2 years? I meant 2 weeks, T-Man.
Yeah, that's code for 2 weeks.
2 years you were dating?
Yeah.
And in 2 years you didn't realize that maybe this guy wasn't the guy of your true soulmate type dreams?
No, actually, he was a wonderful father to his daughter that's with him.
She said, okay, why don't I have one with him?
No, it wasn't like that.
He's a wonderful father to all those other women he knocked up.
Right, I want to try.
Right. Want my go-around. Is that how it went down, or what?
No, it wasn't like that.
Then what was it that made you decide, okay, I'm not going to have any birth control happening here, I'm going to have sex with this guy and see what happens?
Actually, we did use a condom. It just broke.
Of course you did. They all break.
Yeah.
After 2 years of going out with each other?
Can't tell you how many times a condom has broken on me, Terry.
Yeah.
It's breaked out.
Yeah, I'm like a piston. I'm so fast it snaps.
Well, you've never used one, so they can't break.
Yeah, I don't never use one.
In the past you have, though, right?
I could count on both hands the amount of condoms I've used in my life.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, I actually, when...
Your little spree time, right?
My spree? No.
Oh.
How many times have I told you the stories about how I have so much questionable sex?
I know that, but...
What do you think questionable sex means? You don't have questionable sex with a condom.
You only have condom sex with your wife. Come on.
Jeez, sorry.
I want to protect her.
And that lasted about a week, and then I just decided pulling out was a better way to go about it.
Oh, not a safe method.
Anyhow, back to you, Daphne.
Yes.
The condom broke, is that right?
Yes.
And you discovered the condom broke. When and how?
When I found out I was pregnant?
No. When during the act of sex? Remember that lusty, steamy night of love?
Yeah.
At what point did you discover, she broke?
Why is it a she? There she broke.
Basically, when it was
Easier to put it on.
Okay.
You'd rather think of it as a he?
That's true. Come on, Carl, get on there. You're not fitting right today.
She broke, but just keep going.
When did you realize that happened?
Basically, when he got his.
When he was completing, when he was done injecting all that love potion, you realized, something got inside because we got a broken condom here.
Yeah.
Did you call the manufacturer and ask for a rebate or some kind of refund or something, or what?
No.
Were you also on some kind of birth control yourself? Obviously not, or?
Not at that time.
Why not?
What do you think caused the I'm sorry to interrupt your question, Terry. I'm still stuck on this. What caused the condom to break? What if you could put your finger on something? What caused the condom? Because they don't make a defective product last I checked, Terry.
Right.
Was it just an overwhelming dryness situation in the vagina, or what caused the condom to break?
I'm not sure. I have
Was
no clue.
he just so violent with you that no condom could hold up to that kind of thrust, or what?
I'm not sure.
Well, give me something here.
I don't know.
Big Johnson.
I mean...
Did he have a huge Johnson, or what?
It was okay.
I mean, is it just ripped open? That kind of. I mean, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I personally have never seen a broken condom. So what happens when it breaks? It's just like it's in shreds, or what?
That's
Ticker tape parade.
That's what I'm trying to picture.
It looks like the snakes in the car wash when you take it out, or what?
Or maybe it broke because she poked a hole in it.
Oh,
beforehand.
What does it look like when it's broken? Is it in 2, 9? How many pieces?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually see it.
You didn't actually see it.
I haven't seen it since. It's probably still in me.
Mm-hmm. This sounds like a real shady story. Something tells me he just was allowed to raw dog her, and she likes to tell this story because most people don't question her like this. I don't know anyone who has so many questions as I do, Terry. When she tells people that the condom broke, they accept that, and they move on. They move on.
Right.
But now her story has a few holes in it of itself, Terry.
Yes.
It's not really holding water.
So I'm wondering if it's actually true, or she just decided on this particular and maybe other nights that she got luckier on to allow him to raw dog the hell out of her. Whoa. So which is it? Tell me the truth. I'm not going to buy any lies here. He raw dogged you, didn't he?
Actually, at that time, he did wear a condom. Before, yes, he used to. But we were together for almost years. Then we broke up. And then I had something pierced, and he wanted to see what it was like. And we kind of got back together for one night, and I ended up with a son.
See? So you didn't wear a condom on that night.
Yes,
So
that
you
night
lied.
we did.
You lied to me and everyone
gosh.
else.
She just said that night we did.
We did what?
But then, wouldn't that
We
like
wore a
affect the
condom that
feel?
night.
Wouldn't that affect the feel? She
That's
got
probably-
something pierced.
It's probably why it shredded.
Yeah. Well, she didn't say it shredded because she said she didn't see
You
it.
have a razor
Well,
blade hanging from your private area.
Well, here's the expert on broken condoms on the line.
Good morning.
Oh, oh, yuck.
I have a different type of question, though.
Oh, boy.
Yes, gay.
Since I can't eat them, can I still come by and suck and lick on those hot wings?
Okay, you know what? Your picture's on the outside of the restaurant. You're not allowed in.
Why am I not allowed in?
You're amongst the 10 most wanted people at the restaurant. That's banned for life.
Why do you think?
Yeah, we don't serve your kind.
I want to come in.
He would be standing outside going,
If you're not going to be a patron, if you're not going to be a paying customer, we have no room for you. I don't care how much weight you
and
lost.
eating
Yes.
customer.
Just a moocher.
Who
And
said I wouldn't be a
you've been known to
paying
poop your
customer?
pants in public.
All right, listen.
Also a good
I
reason.
haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see you Friday morning.
What are you going to come down? What do you get out of it? You don't know who Roddy Piper is. What do you
Yes, I do.
care?
I used to watch Big Time Wrestling on Channel 13 growing up.
That's what
is
it's
that
called
right?
on Big Time. It's called
Time.
Big Time Wrestling, yeah.
All right,
No,
hey.
that led into it.
If you're a fan of Roddy Piper and you want to show up on Friday morning or at noon or whatever at 11:30 to 12:30, then the doors are open to you.
Wow.
You're
Wow.
a nice
The
guy.
skinny guy.
Ruined
I'll
it for
start in the morning,
everyone,
'cause I'll
but
come
that's
down
all
and
right.
see you guys.
What?
I'll start in the morning because I'll come down and see you guys.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
You're wearing your
Anyhow,
new outfit to come on down? Yeah.
back to you, Daphne. Daphne. What's her name? Daphne. Yeah.
Daphne.
Yes.
Daphne.
So the condom broke.
Oh.
You there?
Yes.
Oh. All right. Well, hang on. I'll give you passes. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sick of talking to you. Hang on.
Well, better not break in the wagon of conception, huh?
Yeah. I don't know how the guy lasted long enough to have a kid with her, Terry. I'm sick of her already.
Yeah, she's a real fireball.
With a hood ring.
Whoa.
So how is that hood ring all these years later? I'm sure the kid enjoyed it being born out of a canal with a hood ring poking at him the whole time he was making the journey.
And he was shredded, too.
Was that right?
Actually, I didn't have to take it out to have him, so I guess he must have. I don't know.
That must be real tickly. First experience in the world.
What do you think that
I'm not sure.
OBGYN thinks when they're delivering a baby?
No
Like, oh,
kidding. I don't
that's great,
understand
huh?
the whole hood ring thing.
Oh, jeez. Well, Terry, maybe you have to have one to figure it out.
Maybe so.
Okay, tomorrow morning? Okay, we'll check it out then. Anyhow, Daphne, hang on the line.
Okay.
Yeah, you are left or right in a minute, huh?
Yeah, she is. Barrel of monkeys.
She's also going to the car show.
Yeah. Woohoo.
3 of her friends.
Yay.
And with the remaining tickets, she'll find something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like eBay to me, Terry.
The T-Man. Well, first went the food, then some airlines took away pillows and blankets. Will the seats be the next to go?
Oh, geez, the seats. History.
It may sound like it couldn't happen, but at least one airplane manufacturer is contemplating getting rid of seats.
Wow, you ready to stand on your next flight, Terry? You ready to stand all the way through the course of your airline experience?
No.
It's coming, baby.
Well, I guess I'll be driving.
And then pretty soon they're going to get rid of the wings because they're not cost effective.
Right. And then what? We'll all just be on the tarmac.
We had to cut back, and we're no longer to have the wings, and good luck to you all.
Right.
It's $12 to fly, but
Yeah.
take your chances.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, the plane should be remote control anyway.
We had to remove 6 of the 8 blades on the propeller, but we're still capable of keeping ourselves in the air at 2 blades.
Right.
4 feet above ground.
Well, no, this is serious. You're going to be standing on flights in the future, Terry. That's what they're saying.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Well, I
mean,
won't
maybe not the flights from, like, Seattle to Miami.
Right.
That one nonstop that goes daily that I appreciate. But, like, on your flights from Seattle to Spokane.
Like little commuter flights or
even Seattle to San Francisco, an hour and a half.
That's a long
You're
flight.
standing, you're pressed up like cattle.
Fun.
Have to pull the cord for the stop.
You do it on planes. I mean, on trains.
Yeah, true, but...
I don't. I don't stand anywhere.
Remember when we were in Japan, we stood on that train for like an hour and a half?
Yes. Cramped in.
Smelling people.
Oh, animals.
Groping people.
But that's what happens in Japan.
Reach arounds.
Yeah, trying to get a half tank.
Weren't there goats and stuff?
Yes. No, you're right. No,
the goats were a different thing.
There were goats on that train, too. It was
because we
weird.
would stop and...
Yeah, I suppressed that memory.
Yeah, it was strange.
Haven't thought of her in a while.
Oh, wow. Well, but then we took two trains. One was
Two?
One was the express.
Oh,
and
that was beautiful.
Like,
that was like a luxury
seats.
liner.
Yeah.
We were laid back in like beds.
Yeah,
Whoa.
And then the second time we were running late, and it was like, oh, well, I guess we're going to have to take this one.
Yeah, we thought it would be faster.
Yeah, we did.
Stopped every 2 seconds. We're pressed up against smelly people.
Oh, yeah.
Like no one speaks English. It was beautiful.
Your own Amazing Race. It was must have been great.
No, I'd love to be on Amazing Race.
Okay, anyhow. That's what they're saying, the way of the future for the airline business in order for them to stay afloat, Terry.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get more people on the plane. They're going to have to take out the seats. They're going to have standing room only little boxcars. Huh?
Nice.
Jeez.
And it's not like you can float around like you can on a train. You're going to have to be buckled in for takeoff and landing.
Ridiculous.
Buckled into some apparatus that you're standing next to.
Like a carnival ride or something?
I don't know.
You know, what is that, Jumbotron, where you're like jacked up?
Just hang on. He's getting. I'm hearing about some little happening behind the glass right now, Terry, that I want to get full details about. I just saw you hang up the line again on the hotline. What's going on? Tell me everything that's happening.
Harris is blowing me up here.
Huh?
Harris,
you might want to choose your words more carefully. What?
Producer.
Dirty Harry, what?
Yes. He's a little upset with the last segment when we talked about him.
That was a while back.
Yes, well, he's upset about it. And he would like the audio that we from our show that talked about him and Steven together.
Why can't I understand when he talks? Can you give me the details?
Why would he need that?
Why does he want the audio for the show, for the afternoon show, so they can fire back, or he really is pissed off?
He's just pissed
and he
off.
wants the audio because what? What particular part of the audio?
I don't know. He was pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
He has no reason to be pissed off.
What do you mean there's no reason to be pissed off? Okay, well, never mind. It's a waste of time. But he won't come on the air. Huh?
No, he doesn't want to come on.
If I put your microphone on again, you can explain this to me so I can understand it?
Sure.
Because it doesn't make any sense to me.
I apologize.
Why doesn't he want to come on the air?
I don't know. He was just angry about
what?
About Steven talking about him on the show.
Mm-hmm. What?
So, the biggest thing that he was mad about was the keying of the car. He was all freaked out about who talked about keying my car. That's the way he started it.
See? It's working, Steven. Yeah. Now you got him scared. Now he's got to think twice before he talks about you on the air anymore.
That's right. Well, good.
And that's what this was all about.
Yeah.
I finally had convinced Steven that he shouldn't sit back and just allow them to make fun of him.
True.
Years past the time when he made adjustments on his overly tight jeans, Terry.
Yes, I know.
Dirty Harry, quirkiest dude in the world, has been taking on Steven, feeling some kind of power trip of making fun of Steven and his tight jeans for years past the time that Steven has changed that bit of apparel in his wardrobe. And I told Stephen you're going to have to do something about it. So if you listened earlier, Stephen threatened to key his car, and that's what it takes, obviously. Now he's all bent out of shape.
There you go.
You got to hit him where it hurts, big boy.
That's right.
The funny thing is, it doesn't seem like he's all angered about Stephen mentioning that he's going to fist his fiance. That doesn't.
That's right.
That doesn't bother him at all. When he heard his car was going to be keyed, I have to get me that audio.
Right.
Yeah. That's unacceptable. How does he say that on the air?
We know who the love of his life is.
He's
then, huh?
stapling a tarp to his car right now, Stephen. You got him all
good.
scared.
Well,
See?
good. Yeah, all worked out.
He's so upset he won't even come on the air.
Actually, he's come on the air. That's not good. Not to.
Well, he's pissed. He's taking it seriously. He's taking it personally.
He always does.
Worried about his property.
That's all he knows how to do.
Whoa.
So you call him right now, he won't come on?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
What does yes mean? Yes, he won't come on. Yes, he will come on.
He will not come on. He's unhappy.
He's unhappy.
I can try him again, but
try him again. Good.
Big baby.
The car's the number one thing he's concerned about. The fiance he could care less about. Yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want to her.
Maybe he thinks Stephen's more of the car keyer than the fisting the fiance type.
Wow.
I think
not
he's
much of a fister, I don't think.
Stephen sized up all wrong.
He's a price fister.
Well, regardless, you're talking about your loved one.
Did he ever mention the fisting of the fiance?
I didn't mention that, no.
I thought you were calling him.
I just got his voicemail again.
He won't pick up when we're on the air?
No.
He's bent out of shape, Terry. He's pissed off.
Oh, watch out.
Never once mentioned the line about fisting the fiance, but was all upset about the keying of the car.
Correct. It was the very first thing that came out of his mouth. Who said to key in my car? I mean, he was all flustered.
Can you do that?
And I'm flustered, too.
Yeah, it seems like
Are you scared of Harris, too?
I'm terrified.
And what did he say? What did he say as far as wanting audio? How did he say that? How did he phrase that?
He said, is there any way that you guys could get me the recording of the segment that it was talked about? I said, well, we have it on
Now,
CD.
why does that sound to you like he's all... The way you're phrasing it doesn't sound like he's that pissed off and wanting it not for the air, but for maybe legal reasons. Why do you interpret it that way? He said, is there any way? Like, that sounds kind of...
No, I asked him...
That doesn't sound very aggressive.
Well, point blank, I asked him, do you want to use it for today's show? For later on, for his show? He said no.
Stephen, you got a good lawyer?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm keying his car later, and I'm going to blame it on you.
Nice. Me too.
A nice little setup for you, then.
That's right.
I'm going to kick the door as hard as I can.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Let's just take a big old sledgehammer
And I'll
to
kick
it.
him as hard as I can.
Yes. Do you feel powerful now, Stephen?
Oh, I'm so powerful. Yeah.
Hey,
Got the rule with the iron fist around here.
Well, he's obviously listening. He doesn't want to come on, but he's angry at things that you said earlier. So are you going to now play it off as a big joke? Or are you going to tell him that this is the real deal? This is the new Stephen Kilbreth? He's not going to be toyed with anymore. He's not going to be messed with. He's not going to be humiliated in front of a community of his friends and family on the afternoon show that Eric Flowers hosts, for goodness sake, Terry. It doesn't get more embarrassing than that. So how are you going to play this one, Stephen? You got a bent out of shape. You got a pissed off. You got a fired up Dirty Harry. And you can either now go one of two directions. This is what happens when you mess with me.
Ooh.
Or, well, I was just playing. Don't get all fired up. It's just a joke. Now, which way are you going to go
that's the
with
way
it?
he tries to play with me. I don't,
He's not treating it as any joke, and I don't see it as any joke that he's been for too long now making fun of you during that show.
That one.
Right.
So now, which is your truer feeling? That you're just, okay, I don't like to hear that he's pissed off, and I don't want to get him in a point where he's going to either be upset or retaliate back at me now. Which direction are you going to go?
He's got to
realize.
He's got to realize I'm not going to key his car. That's not me. But maybe now that he's angry, it'll make him realize, okay, these people are going to make me angry, so we need to, maybe cool out a little bit.
Well, you can't play middle of the road.
That's not middle of the road.
If you're going to say you're going to key his car, you got to key his car. So the car's keyed.
All right. Well, we'll go down and do it now.
All right.
Where does he live?
So I'll just take our turn. No. And blame it on Stephen.
So if he's listening right now, and he is, that's for sure, say something to him that lets him know how you feel. Go ahead.
I don't.
He's so
Well, no, I don't know
out
what
of his neighborhood to be involved in confrontation.
That is true. Absolutely.
Go ahead,
true.
Steven. He called up. He
I
wants
wasn't
the
going to key his
audio.
car. I never said that I was going to key his car. Number one.
Well,
Number
who said it?
It wasn't me.
It's all one person, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, if he...
It's your feud. It's your lame feud that you have going on back and forth, or at least so far it's been nonstop him towards
just
you.
nonstop
he picks
him,
on
yeah.
you.
He loves
to
it.
Be,
He
to
loves-
be picked on by Dirty Harry, it's ridiculous.
Just because he's in love with me, and that's, that's great.
Mm-hmm. So if he's listening, what do you want to say?
I mean, it's time to probably give the feud a rest since nobody else cares except him.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, I'm going to key your freaking car, you little bitch.
Whoa. That
Key
was
it with your maw. Is that what you want me to say?
Key it with your mole.
I want you to say what you want to say.
Shove your face right down to your car and just...
I mean, wasn't it you who said that you were tired of him talking about you on the afternoon show?
I think it's a tired routine that they have. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
it
can't
bothers
possibly-
you.
Yeah, you can't like it. There's no way you like it.
None of us
bug
would.
me.
Yeah. None of us would like it.
Okay.
So it bothers you, and this is what's going to happen if he continues to talk about you. It's going to be him having to deal with your wrath.
That's right. He doesn't want to see what happens when I get angry.
Sounds so convincing. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
Excuse
those
me.
silent ones are always the worst.
Yes. Excuse me while I hide under the console, Terry.
Okay.
The T-Man.
Okay, may I flashback to earlier in the program?
I can't do the sound.
Would you mind if I do?
No, not at all.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this morning you may have heard this bit of audio on your radios blaring out to the point where you couldn't believe your own ears. Of course, keep in mind this is what happens when a man has been picked on and pushed around for 2 straight years on a show that he finds a utter embarrassment. This is what happens when a man, this man being Stephen Kilbreth, is being constantly taunted by a man who, it seems, Terry, has found a true target to pick on that won't fight back for the first time in his life. That's what it seems like when you talk about Dirty Harry, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about a man who has never really been a guy who's done the picking on. He's more been the picked on kind of guy, and now, somewhere 2, 3, 4 years ago, he found a target that just won't fight back. But if you listened earlier this morning, you realize those days are over. And Stephen Kilbreth has had it to a point where he's going to retaliate now. So we go back an hour, 2 hours, Terry, to remind ourselves of what exactly happened that has Dirty Harry all bent out of shape. To the point where he wants to call his attorneys. He wants the audio.
Whoa.
And there's going to be an internal war going on. Yeah. Stephen, do you mind if I flash back to the way you sounded? You may not even remember the way you sounded.
Okay.
But maybe this will bring about a little memory jarring. All right. Here we go. Play the tape. Me right now. You walk up to him, you've had it up to here, and you say...
I am going to scratch your car if you don't shut up about talking about me all the time, every day. I'm going to put you in a dumpster if you don't shut your freaking mouth.
Wow.
Whoa. Terry,
Those are fighting words.
I find it hard to believe that's even Stephen Kilbreth.
I know.
But this is what happens when you keep pushing and prodding at a man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take any more. Steven's just had it.
Let me continue on with the tape here and see what else happened.
Not bad.
Better.
Yeah, a little bad.
I'm not going to
Keep
say...
my plums out of your damn show. You're not entertaining, crappy little show.
Oh, wow. You got a lot to say, Terry.
No, that's true, though.
Non-entertaining, crappy little show.
Yeah, use me to get ratings, huh?
Wow.
Ooh.
Another accusation by Stephen Kilbreth that all these years that they've been taking on Kilbreth, it's just a ploy to get us to this moment, to get us to talk about them, Terry, and to get them some ratings that they desperately need.
Well, they win because here we are.
Well, I'm glad that we could play that audio because he has agreed to finally come on the line now.
Whoa.
Even though he's very upset and he's not joking around. He did not like
He doesn't joke around.
waking up this morning to hear that he's being threatened to be tossed into dumpsters and have his car, which is his prized possession, Terry,
Yes.
ranks way above his fiancée, obviously. Because
Oh, yeah.
He didn't mention anything about that.
Do you think he ever catches her riding dirty?
Oh, jeez. You go by Dirty Harry, is that right? Is that the way you go by?
I go by Dirty Harry.
Mm-hmm. And,
why is that, by the way? How did that start?
How did Dirty Harry start?
Yes.
Powers came up with the name. He thought it was a very fitting name for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very besides myself this morning. I'm very upset, and I got about 10 calls this morning after I had threats that my car was going to get keyed and I was going to get thrown in a garbage dumpster. And one of the calls I have to say was, one of my attorneys, and he frankly said that...
Yeah, I'm sure your attorney called you this morning.
Right.
Whatever did.
Gurky.
Mm-hmm.
Gurky.
And your attorney is monitoring the program.
I'm sorry?
I believe your attorney is monitoring the program to make sure your best interests are always taken care of.
Oh, absolutely. I'll
Yes.
be FedExing him the CD of the air check. He'll be on his desk tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right, so this is a big joke to you or what? Are you the word I got from Pacey Dave was that you were really upset. Is that not the case or what?
Oh, no,
You're
I'm
just
very
having
upset.
finally an enjoyable moment where you're being talked about on the program? Because I don't need that.
Oh, I'm very upset. I think making threats like that, I think it's an insecurity. I think if the fire's too hot, get out of the house. I think
What fire, by the way, Harris?
Not the kitchen, the whole house.
Yeah, get out now.
Yeah, if the fire crotch is too hot, get out of the house.
Right.
I don't think the guy's even fit for radio. I mean, I don't think the guy's fit for radio.
So you're taking on Steven's entire talent base right now, and what credentials he really has to be on the air altogether.
I think he needs to be a sailboat salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Sailboat salesman,
I think he needs to sell Volvos on the side and just keep it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not fit for jeans or radio.
Right.
And it's like I've asked, and as Steven said, we talk about it all the time. We haven't talked about it in a month and a half. It's like we don't need ratings.
I didn't. I'm not the one that brought it up. I don't listen to your stupid show.
Oh, it's stupid.
Well, all I'm saying, bottom line is like you make it sound like we talk about it every day.
I never have said that.
Oh well, that's what I heard this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't listening. You had people call you, so you weren't even
night,
listening.
They said last night that we talked about it. We did not bring it up last night. But
Well.
bottom line, get the hint. Levi's were out 20 years ago.
Oh.
They were out 20 years ago. It's like, who wants to walk down the hall and see somebody bulging out of their pants?
Well, you must love it because you seem to be fascinated.
No,
with it.
but I mean,
Steven's point is he got rid of the bulging Levi's about 2 years ago, and you're still obsessing over it. He wants to know why.
I bought him a pair of South Poles because I thought South Poles...
By the way, you said you bought me something, and on the air you said you were going to give me $300 shopping spree at Macy's, which you never did.
Well, no, I bought you the South Poles.
You didn't buy me anything.
I thought South Poles fit for you.
You never bought me anything. I don't even know what South Poles are, but you never bought me anything.
Okay, you know what I'm starting to realize? That the reality is of all this situation,
What?
these two are in love, Terry.
Me?
And they're a match made in heaven.
Finally, they
there
found
really
the
isn't
soulmate.
the anger there that I was actually hoping for.
I'd be caught dead with him.
Mm-hmm. However you like it.
Yeah.
I'd be caught dead with you too, Harris.
See, I told you.
Let's get our plums together and make some juice.
Oh, jeez.
Who's the bitch in this relationship?
Wow.
Let's get some plum juice going.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, who's the bottom in this one?
But if he's too insecure about it, he can't handle the heat. Then we won't.
What am I insecure about? Out of curiosity.
Well, we won't talk about it anymore. It's like you can't handle.
I know. Yes, go ahead.
You got to tell me what I'm insecure about first.
Well, Stephen, you got to be honest. You don't like to constantly hear about or actually turn on the radio and hear for yourself how he talks about you in a very disparaging way on that show.
First of all, I don't turn it on. Secondly, I think for 2 years,
that's an insecurity right there. You do turn it on. That's an insecurity right there. You do turn it on. You're
I actually don't.
You think he's lying? You think he's lying? You think he's a closet listener of the Eric Flowers Afternoon Extravaganza?
Extravaganza's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. His wife.
I definitely love Less is More because you guys don't talk as much, so it actually is a lot better now.
His wife what?
Oh, boy.
His wife, his wife has even come up to me and said, "Yeah, well, the babies were in the back, and we were on."
My wife's never spoke to you, by the way.
I'm sure Stephen is loving that Dirty Harry's now brought his wife into the conversation.
Well, I mean, I don't think she's ever spoken with him before.
So Stephen's wife, Amy, what happened now?
Oh, T-Man, I've heard her bring up countless times that, her and Stephen will be on a Sunday, whatever.
On a Sunday afternoon listening to your show.
No, it's not, no. You got to let me finish.
Stupid.
You got to let me finish.
Let him finish.
They'll be listening on the drive home or whatever, and they'll make
we commute
comments
together, sure.
That they like, the traffic jam, name that scratch and all that. So I know that for a fact.
Well, the first time I ever heard, well, I mean, your whole story is fakakta, by the way. But first time I've ever heard of Name That Scratch was today.
Oh, well, we've been doing it for about a year.
Yeah?
It's
well,
awesome.
so you've been talking about my plums for longer than you've been doing that.
Big ratings getter, no doubt about it. We've been thinking about putting it on our show.
I want to name that itch.
That's right.
I'm just going to scratch a body part.
Got it?
He's definitely scratching his ass.
Aha.
$500. Here you go.
So, all right, what's the story here? You guys going to fight or
What's
not?
in Harris's purse?
I just don't appreciate people saying that they're going to scratch my car.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a threat. I think it needs to be dealt with.
Well, then you should deal with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I already have.
How have you dealt with it? By
Remember,
screaming at Pasty Dave?
His attorney called him. Heard it this morning.
How have you dealt with it? You said you already have. How have you dealt with it?
Oh, the attorneys have been called. Seattle police has already been notified.
Wow.
Yeah.
You called.
that's
Take
right.
that seriously.
So there's a report number. There's a case file number you can give us on the Seattle Police Department call that you made.
The police
I
hate
did
you,
a
by
call.
the way.
I called a friend of mine who's on the force.
Oh, yeah, he's really in with
And
the
he's all
police.
over it.
I forgot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Stephen, he's making it clear that he's not going to tolerate your threats. You have any response to that? Do you have anything you want to say in return?
I can't wait until the police come.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Harris.
Well, you keep on making threats that you're going to scratch my car and have fun with throwing me in a dumpster and all that. And you'll see what'll happen to you.
Yeah, if you end up in a dumpster, they'll know who to come looking for.
You can
Yeah,
make
the boys
threats.
in
You can
blues.
make threats. Insecure people make threats. So
Well, so you've been insecure for the last 2 years about me.
no. It's not an insecurity at all. It's just it's a rude awakening.
It's a fascination.
It's a rude awakening to have to walk into Clear Channel Seattle every day and see people at a hip hop station wearing.
You only actually get paid for your 4-hour little internship you do every day. Why are you here at 10 o'clock every day?
geez.
I'm not an intern.
Wow. Called him an intern, Terry. Stephen Kilbreth.
You're a traffic and news guy is what you are. You belong at Cairo. You belong at Northwest Cable News.
I would love to work there.
Go to Northwest Cable News in the Volvo.
A low life sentence in the media business blow.
I would love to work there.
I'm sure T-Man would be happy too.
Mm-hmm.
I think if
now he's
T-Man didn't
bringing
want
you
me,
in.
if T-Man didn't want me, I wouldn't be on the show.
Wow.
Don't you think, Harris?
This is really quite the battle.
Sounds like Harris is out of cue cards.
Yeah, it does.
I'll tell you what, though. Harris was on a roll there for a while.
For a minute, yeah.
I have to score this fight so far, Harris, by a technical knockout in the 10th round.
Ooh,
Really?
technical
Wow.
And
knockout.
maybe he had nothing left for the 11th and 12th. But Steven is sitting back and taking a lot of punishment here.
What
and
punishment am I
Harris
taking
is
from that
letting it
clown?
fly.
What punishment am I taking? Everything he's saying is lying, though.
How is it lying?
Oh, yeah, my wife comes up to him all the time and says how we listen to a show when we're commuting together.
Hey, whether it's lies or not, it's good stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Well, she has. You want me to tell you her first name?
Oh, really?
You know it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So does every listener.
What's her first name? Go ahead, Harris.
Her name is Amy.
Oh, you dirty.
Hurry, so the listeners don't
You're
know.
so dirty.
Oh, jeez. And you and Amy...
Boy, that was a clever name Eric came up with.
She's also come up to me in the past saying that Stephen Kilbreth gets off about 10:30 every day, and she has to work till 5:30. And I guess Stephen sometimes doesn't pick up the dry cleaning and go grocery
Well,
shopping
we know
and all
that's
that.
not
She's
true.
kinda
You must
fed
not
up with
listen
that
to the
too.
show very often.
Mm-hmm. So she talks about how she's not satisfied with his performance as a husband.
Well, who would be?
She confides in you on that stuff once he leaves the office.
Who would be? Who would be?
How can Steven sit back and take this?
Who would be?
Jeez.
How is he not in the dumpster already?
Oh, my
Terry?
gosh, I'm thinking of so many things that I would come back
Well,
with.
what would you come back with?
Oh,
Terry wishes she
say
was
him.
Steven for a day.
Well, then save him.
So she can fire back
right?
and
Steven, this is your fight because
That's not my fight.
Steven doesn't want...
I've never
even to
cared.
Have a fight. We're trying to get Steven involved in the first fight of his life.
Right.
But still, I don't care.
And he has no real, true ability to engage in warfare in any capacity.
All I'm going to say is if he wants to key my car and throw me in a dumpster, he has something to find out.
Mm-hmm. And you want to give us a hint as to what that something would be?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a question though for Harris. If he fisted your fiance, would that be okay?
If he what?
Steven also mentioned this morning, and
I
you
don't know
have,
if I
you have
mentioned that,
failed to
but-
bring up that he also, being fed up as he is over you, is considering fisting your fiance. That doesn't register on your scale of worries, though, it sounds like.
Well, first of all, she's not my fiance yet, and if she does that, then he'll be in jail within 5 minutes.
Well, I'll see her at the stripper pole tonight. Is that where she works?
And I'll see Amy in the back of the Double XL magazine with the big booties.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now it's on, Terry.
Oh,
boy, it is on.
This is quite the battle.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you talk about my girlfriend like that, now you're really pushing it. Now when you come to work today, see how that Volvo's looking.
Yeah, when I come to work today,
Okay.
I'll make sure.
There it is.
Maybe I won't come in today.
Right,
I'll just stay home.
When you come to work tomorrow, I don't
Sissy
care.
fight.
Okay.
What'd you name your blow-up girlfriend?
All right. There it is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we have it. That is your quintessential nerd fight, ladies and gentlemen.
No. All the nerds.
I don't even. It's not me.
Okay. Well, you did. Don't say it's not you when you just pretty much called his fiance or whatever she is.
Well, if you do listen to the afternoon extravaganza, he's obsessed with strippers, right? Isn't that his deal?
Oh,
Isn't that his M.O.?
Well, you say you don't listen. So
Well,
which is it?
That's what I've heard.
It's his MOLE.
Wow. I gotta catch my breath, Terry.
Yeah. I'm reeling.
Watch out. He's going to call SPD on you, Stephen.
I can't wait.
Oh. So when JD
I
shows
take
up to
threats very
say hi.
seriously.
I haven't contacted my lawyers.
Right.
They were listening this morning.
And if I wind up in a dumpster, you watch out what happens.
He didn't like you talking about his girlfriend.
Just imagine him at the bottom of the dumpster. Okay, now you're asking for it.
Once I get out of here.
Somebody, a little hand here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured out for yourself, let me inform you, it's on.
This is like Bring It On. Cheerleading fights.
The war to settle the score.
It's a great hook. Listen this afternoon at 3 to see what happens next.
I got my Radio TiVo set, you know that.
The Radio TiVo.
Sure.
The T-Man.
Police arrested the 22-year-old man at his apartment in this complex in the Issaquah Highlands.
Oh!
They tell us he first met the 15-year-old girl through a chat room at Last.fm, a music site.
Last.fm, Terry. You heard of it, Terry?
No, I have not.
22-year-old on there seducing a 15-year-old?
Hey.
You like Britney Spears, too? Me, too. Oh, yeah.
I'll be a member today.
They tell us he first met the 15-year-old girl through a chat room at Last.fm, a music site.
Yes.
Police tell us he later went on MySpace.
Ah, there it is. MySpace anonymous with the devil.
Police tell us he later went on MySpace to find personal information about the victim. Investigators say he picked the girl up from school several times and brought her to his apartment where the assaults occurred.
Is that how they do it in the Quah?
That's how we do it out there, yes. I can buy beer, little girl.
Oh, wow.
It's creepy. It's just creepy.
It's definitely shocking for the community.
Investigators say the girl's parents brought her to the police station over the weekend after checking her internet activity and confronting her. Police say in online conversations, the man admitted knowing the girl's age and warned her their relationship could get him in trouble. Police say he also threatened to kill the victim and her family if anyone found out.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Terry. No doubt that there should be some charges pressed against this guy. This man is 22. He knew the girl was 15. He knows that that goes against the law. However, I mean, I'm flipping on Como News, and this is their lead story. I mean, would you please? This is a lead story, a 22-year-old and a 15-year-old?
Yeah, it is.
I'm not calling it a lead story, Terry. Come on.
Yeah, all
I mean, in order to really be a sickening kind of statutory rape story, the guy's got to be at least 30. All right? And the girl's got to be 15 and under.
Well,
all right, this guy's 22. She's 15. And in Issaquah, a 15-year-old girl looks like she's 27, so he was with an older woman. As far as I see it.
Yeah.
Wow. So where's the real sickening? Oh, this is sickening. I'm not saying this isn't against the law and this guy shouldn't be dealt with. I'm just saying this isn't the sickening lead story that you got to lead with on the news.
Well,
give me something a little heavier than this, would you please?
What would be heavier for you?
You know how many often a 22-year-old's having sex with a 15, 16-year-old girl? Not that infrequent. This is the lead story. Oh, this is breaking news. Oh, you got to hear.
Well, maybe it's the process in which, it came about. He met her on a chat site and then found more personal information on MySpace, and they kind of hunted her down a little bit.
Any story that involves some link to MySpace, they're leading with it.
Well, but also too, I mean, he was very calculating and very.
Now this was the Cairo broadcast. This was the Cairo broadcast, and they didn't make it their lead story.
No,
they had it in the second half hour or something. But I mean, if you flipped on Como, they had it as their top story.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And you think it's the predatory nature, the way he kind of tracked her?
Yeah.
That makes it a lead story?
Well,
no matter what you throw on top of this, I'm not leading with this.
Well, you're not Como.
What's a better story? Sonic's going to play in Renton? Who cares? Show us this stuff.
So you're saying a slow news day is what this is.
Well, I don't think it's a slow news day.
Fatal shooting on Capitol Hill might have been the lead story.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm saying 22-year-old and a 15-year-old, fine. It's not the worst thing in the world I've ever heard.
No, it's not. But, him knowing that it's wrong and threatening her family and her.
Who hasn't threatened a woman and her family when the situation comes about, Terry?
If you call here again.
And let me tell you what I'll do to your bitch mom.
Whoa, stop. That's not nice.
His ass is fatter than yours.
Oh, days. But you'll be passing her in about 10 years.
It is very predatory.
Yes,
Predatorial, is that right?
I don't know. Whatever it is, that's what it is. But and I'm not saying that this isn't something that should go to court and dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, man, if you're going to go with this every night as your lead story, you're going to have at least 6 to choose from.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing this as your biggest breaking news. 22-year-old and a 15-year-old. All right. So he threatened her family. All right. He knew what he was doing was wrong. All right.
I watch Como at 4 o'clock every day. They have a MySpace story, though, every day. They love it.
They love MySpace. It's the obsession.
They want to bring it down.
That's got to be my point, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what I'm sizing this up to, and I'm figuring it out, Terry. It's this obsession with MySpace.
Yeah. The reporters go, oh, I found a MySpace story. Hurry, go with it.
If we bring this down, we can bring T-Man down.
Police say in online conversations, the man admitted knowing the girl's age and warned her their relationship could get him in trouble.
A lot more sickening story is some dude who's in a van and drags some 15-year-old in the car and forces himself on her. That's obviously...
Yeah, come on, get it done.
Yeah, that's how we do it in the quad.
That's a scary story that people should be aware of, and that becomes newsworthy based on that there's some dude maybe who's doing stuff like that. There's a lead story.
Right.
But 22-year-old having sex with an underage girl who's 15, not your lead story.
Well, it's just warning parents.
Do I have to go lend my talents over to Como to tell them what stories to go with now?
Probably so.
Sounds like it.
Man, they were trumping this up like it was the biggest deal in the world. I'm not again trying to underscore it. I'm just saying, please.
It's not your lead story is your point. Right. Well, because I went to, when I heard about this story, because I was watching Como too, and I went to see if Cairo had it, and you're right, it wasn't their lead story, and it wasn't King 5's either.
Wow, Terry flipping all over.
I was like, wow.
Flipper, baby.
I am.
Maybe they didn't have it. Maybe it wasn't exclusive.
Oh, maybe it was a breaking.
You little flip.
I am a little flip. I'm a good little flip.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Como News exclusive.
We have to break into One Life to Live to tell you that there's a 23-year-old having sex with a 17-and-a-half-year-old.
Wait, that's the storyline on your show you just broke into.
Mm-hmm.
Police say he also threatened to kill the...
No kidding.
Is One Life to Live still on the air?
Yeah.
Police say he also threatened to kill the victim and her family if anyone found out.
Right.
It's awful to hear about a little girl getting treated like that. I'm glad they caught it when they did so that it wouldn't happen more.
Oh, geez, I'm curiously turned on, dude.
He's next.
Yes, he is.
Just stand by his door.
This is just awful some more. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just terrible to hear about this conjugal visits. What? 22-year-old, Terry.
I understand.
The difference between 22-year-olds and 15-year-olds, I mean, it's a much bigger deal. Every age you go down from 15, it becomes a much more monumental situation. 15 is a lot different than 14, which is a lot different than 13. But 15 becomes marginalized, and 22-year-old is definitely marginalized. You got to be at least 30 to sicken me.
Really?
And then some. You got to be a 30-year-old with a 15 or under for me to even get interested in the story.
You write a letter to Como and tell them that.
Yeah, put that in the suggestion box.
That might be a top news story right
I'm not remotely interested unless you give me a story of a 30-plus and a 15 and under. Otherwise, keep it to your frickin' self.
Yeah, enough with the health watch, too. We don't care for 20 minutes about our heart disease.
Yeah, it does seem like it always affects me, though.
Oh, well, there's a reason.
You like those big investigative reports where they go knocking on doors and confront people. Yeah, baby, I'm right.
Don't be blowing this up as ground-shaking news. All right? Because I'm not buying it. Now you find me a 30-plus and a 15 and under. And then I'm interested, because that's twisted.
Okay.
So if it's the second story, you would have been okay with it?
Yeah, maybe I would have been fine with that, yeah.
Tonight, police say all parents with teens should understand the dangers of the internet.
And you know what? They shouldn't have taken this story for them to realize that, all right?
No,
We're 2 years way beyond the point where they should have realized that the internet, especially MySpace, is a place that you have to monitor what your kids are doing there if they're 15 and under. First of all, you're not even allowed to be on MySpace if you're under 18. and yet it's happening all over. So that in and of itself should be a concern and a red flag if you're a parent. I was just talking to Jade the other day. I said, what are you doing on MySpace?
Well, I know that one of my daughter's classmates is the one who told her about MySpace, and her mom allows her to go on. And I was like, what? Oh, I don't think so. Not in this house.
Oh, jeez.
I just added her as a friend.
Tonight, police say all parents with teens should understand the dangers of the internet.
This is where these guys operate. These predators are on the internet. They're constantly looking for...
We've been telling you that for years.
Right.
How many times do I have to throw out there that MySpace is a pedophile's playground?
Oh, Jay is an Aquarius? Weird.
Quarter Filipino.
Quarter.
Half?
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
You're only a quarter.
My son's a
Whoa,
quarter.
yeah, yours
Yeah,
is.
I get mixed up between your daughter and my son.
I know.
you know, victims, children, and this is where this man found this girl.
Right.
Police say the man convinced the girl to tell her parents that she was going to stay overnight at a friend's house and then come to his apartment instead.
Yeah, this girl's 15, not by any means not aware of what she's doing, too, by the way. Not to make this guy any less guilty for what he did.
But they're still very, they're influenced quite a bit.
But at 15, you know that you're not really prepared, or you shouldn't be having sex with any 22-year-old.
I understand that.
What's wrong with the 60-year-old boys? Give them a shot.
Yeah.
They're not real men.
Since you're so horny.
They don't drive, can't buy beer, don't have their own place.
Right, there you go.
All right.
Tough shoes to fill.
You talked me into it. Find me a 22-year-old.
Police say the man convinced the girl to tell her parents that she was going to stay overnight at a friend's house and then come to his apartment instead. Formal charges against the man are expected to be filed in the next couple of days. Live in Seattle, Graham Johnson, Cairo 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Graham. Breaking news.
You see how we grow them out in the quad, man. They definitely don't look 15.
That's what I'm saying.
What's the guy
Basically,
supposed
this
to
guy
do?
was going out with an older woman.
Yeah.
He should be pressing charges against her.
Try that in court. Actually, let's twice out.
Yeah, case dismissed. Sad Sack Troy. Good morning.
He's the next to go.
Good morning, Sad Sack.
Good morning.
He just logged out.
Right.
You're making me feel a little guilty this morning. Yes, Sad Sack. Go ahead. What's up?
Not much. I was calling for the global thing, and I figured I'd give you guys an update.
Well, it's nice to hear from you. What is the update of the latest goings-on in your life?
Well,
making our
nothing
lead story.
really.
That's a nice update.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm still dysfunctional, so that's all good. I heard you say that you got guys that are improving their lives. Well, my life's not improved.
Really? Your life is still spiraling downward out of control.
Pretty much. I haven't changed really much anything. Just been single.
No girlfriend?
No girlfriend.
Last time you had intercourse?
Almost a year, probably.
A year ago.
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with the ex-wife at all?
Oh, no.
The ex-wife wants nothing to do with you?
Nothing
She's
to
been
do with me.
married.
I don't want nothing to do with her, so.
Well,
so there.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Steven's going to go ahead and email her on MySpace and give you an update.
Does your ex-wife have a MySpace account? Because she wasn't bad looking, right?
Yeah, I
She
liked her.
wasn't.
Yeah, I think
Very pretty.
Hotshot has stated a couple times he wanted to do her.
Well, hey, just more power to him.
Right.
She obviously likes fat guys, so I had a shot.
Nice. He's not that bad.
What's her MySpace? Let's check her out.
I don't know her MySpace.
Wow, you don't even know your own ex. When you don't know your own ex-wife's MySpace, that's pretty sad, Zach.
He has one, though.
Yep.
you?
He's a friend, yeah.
He's a friend on your site?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
reason I
tried to
have
get
no
T-Man
idea.
as a friend, but he won't add me. So.
Again, we've gone through this already.
Should I just start adding everybody? Is that what it's come to, Terry?
It'd be a lot of work.
That
I
was,
thought you
that
were
was
gonna
the
do
whole
that.
decision, whether or
It's a lot
not.
of work pushing a...
I didn't make a clear. I'm very close to
I
the
know you
day. Should I make it today? I'm not
but,
ready yet.
But we decided that you're not going to go back into time and add
yes.
all those people who are like in limbo. If you start adding friends, it's as of today.
Is that right? Is that
Yes.
that's the way I should do it?
Yes.
So as of today, anyone that asks me to be a friend, I hit accept.
Yes.
Even if they're very weird looking, like to the point where even I am like, wow, that's weird.
Sure. They may be friendly.
I like friendly people.
Yeah.
Or you could just,
I'm a friendly guy.
go to their page and look at their pictures and then decide.
No, I don't want to scrutinize. Either I'm accepting everyone or I'm accepting no one.
Yeah, we don't profile, Steven.
Yeah.
Maybe that works out in Carnation.
And then all of a sudden, little did I know, I have 8% of my friends are 14 and under.
Right. That's
And the-
gotta be careful.
And sad sack.
So I don't know. I'm not ready to accept people yet.
All right.
I read everyone's email that sends me an email, and I respond to some of them.
Wow.
Except for mine.
But anyone who sends me an email through MySpace, I
You
respond
read.
to.
Oh,
I mean,
and
I read,
read.
yes.
Yeah,
and I respond to those that, some. I respond to some.
Satek's got a full beard, right?
Really?
No, it's not a full beard. It's just scruff.
That sounds.
Oh.
That's all.
I'm holding up a beer, toasting you.
Yeah, no, I know.
He needs something to catch all that spit that comes out of his mouth when he talks. And that beard does the job.
Yeah, chicks like guys with scruff.
Sad Sack, I'm glad you're out there. I'm glad you're still wired into the program. And how about I give you 2 passes to the car show?
Hey, there you go. Cool.
Hang on the line.
All righty, thank you.
All right?
All righty.
All right.
He's a nice enough guy.
Who's this Jeffner girl?
Jeffner?
Girl named Jeffner. That sounds hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost as hot as Carl Lord.
Oh, it's his sister.
Oh, God. The only girl on there.